It's a race.
Oh boy.
There we go. And now start. Okay. Right. Here we go.
Are you not able to see my camera?
Oh, I can see it. I think you're good,
Okay.
sir.
Is it working, Nick? Do we have it? Hi, everyone.
Hello.
Okay, welcome to the first ever Bungie Foundation and Guardians Mental Health mini ghost painting stream collab. We're super excited. I think there's another step that I have to do here, which is activate the stream together. So I'm gonna be attempting to be good at technology for just a second here. But we're super excited to have you all, and where are all my tabs? All right, Joe, I'm ready to accept the stream together.
Okay. Bungie Foundation. Send. Host or mod just performed that action. So you should see it.
Okay. There it is. Oh my gosh, I'm doing it. It's happening.
You did it.
Is it working?
Did it work? I clicked on it.
Yes.
This video on your channel. Am I supposed to click on that? Or are we good as is?
Say that one more time.
In the stream together pop-up that showed up, it says there's an option for stream this video on your channel, but I don't think I should click that. I think I should just make sure to mute your video and audio in the stream together. Says Pika.
Hello.
Fantastic. It's working as is.
It's
intended.
working.
Pika, did we do it?
We did do it.
She said, be sure to mute your video and audio in the stream together.
Yep.
It is.
Same.
Okay.
Yeah. It's because our audio and everything's in Discord and everything, so we don't need to grab it over here on this end.
Okay. Thank you, Pika. I'm like anxiously reading chat to see if
Chat's the best.
So we got
when in doubt, just ask chat. Somebody will know.
Honestly.
Yeah, someone in chat's gonna know.
Okay. One more second. Big ol' pop up here. There we go. Oh my gosh. Can we officially start this stream? Technically, I already said hello to everybody. Honestly, Joe and friends, this is your Guardians Mental Health mini painting pros. Will you kick us off?
Sure. Well, if you don't know this voice right here, I'm Joe. I'm the executive director of Guardians Mental Health. Thank you so much, Britley, and everybody at the Bungie Foundation for having us tonight. And honestly, this is such an honor, and I can't wait. I've been so excited for this, like nervous excited, because this is such a wonderful opportunity to do something as creative and fun with everybody, instead of, running through and doing a Bungie bounty together and watching me fail constantly because I'm terrible at PvP. I'm decent at this. No. But if you're at home and you want to jump in with us, it's real easy. We encourage you to come paint with us here on stream tonight. So all you would need is just a couple things. First thing is a nice calm place somewhere, wherever you are, in your apartment, home, wherever. Find someplace comfortable with some good lighting. Grab a water cup about half full with water, some paint brushes. Paints, you can get them on Amazon. you can, just starting out, you can get some paints over at Walmart or Target, or likewise. There's like an Apple brand of acrylic paints, very good for starting out, and some paper towels. And you need a mini. And you can just create a nice environment, play some music, and just kind of dive right in and let your creativity kind of flow through. Like, these are your minis. You can paint them any way you want. If you want to follow the picture of how it's suggested, you can, or you can just get creative and paint it any way you want. And that's really what we do on our mindful painting nights. We just paint them how we feel, and it's a great expression of creativity. And outside of that, maybe Justin's one of our board members and is an an art therapist. Justin, what would you suggest with getting started with painting minis for like self-care?
Oh God, on the spot. All right. So, so yeah, like just said, I'm an art therapist. So one of the big key points in art therapy is really not like being good. I tell all my clients you don't have to be good at art to do any kind of therapeutic art therapy, whatever that looks like. So I would say whenever I start something, I kind of give it a second, and I go one of two ways. It's kind of probably not the best answer to Joe's question, but I go one of two ways. One way, I kind of plot it out. I think, okay, what do I want this to look like? What am I okay with this look like? The other way, which some might drive some people insane, is I kind of just trust the process and go for it. And so as I go, I just kind of see what intuitively feels better. And I accept that, you know what, it may not look exactly the way that I'm hoping, but it'll be okay. And so that is part of the process of kind of being creative, is just taking things as they come and accepting things as they are show up for you. So hopefully that answered your question, Joe.
Yes, very, very much. And I mean, this is part of why painting can function as like a form of self-care. It engages what's sometimes called like a flow state, that feels where you're fully absorbed in what you're doing. It's very grounding. You're kind of taking a break. Like when you jump into, you have a long day at work and you come home and you get, in your sweatpants or shorts and your comfy hoodie, grab a cup of tea or whatever and sit on the couch and, start playing some Destiny or Marathon. And that's your temporary escape, and it can be very grounding and very relaxing. This is the same way. It's just more hands-on and just boosting that that creativity side of like your brain. Like kind of like fashion, Destiny fashion. A lot of Guardians take a lot of time and pride in making their gardens look super cool. So it's very similar to that, and the environment you paint in matters just as much as the act of painting itself. So, like I was saying earlier, a calm space really does signal to your like nervous system that it's safe to relax. Essentially, soft lighting, comfortable seating, even like small touches of music or scents. I have a candle burning behind me. I love the smell of it. Can help lower stress levels. So when people walk into a space that feels intentional or gentle, it changes how they show up emotionally. It becomes easier to let go of judgment and perfectionism. And there's also something really powerful about the intention setting before painting. You might actually, just like we're doing, invite people to think about, what they need tonight. Calm, expression. If there's distractions, we're all coming together as a community. We're all connecting, and let that kind of guide, the colors and the design that you're painting. If you want, you just go into that flow state, like Justin was saying. You just kind of let it go and see what your creativity comes up with. And the ghost becomes more than just a figure in itself. It's not just a mini, which huge props to Seraphin Red. Her and her husband made all of these ghosts and made it possible for us to do this tonight. And also doing something special for the Mental Health at Bungie Club. So thank you so much, Seraphin Red, for making these. They come out so perfect every single time.
Oh, they are gorgeous.
Yep.
He worked
So-
really hard on perfecting these prints, and we're really excited to be able to do this and share it all with you guys.
Yeah,
They're
it's really
so cool.
fantastic. Yeah.
And
So
just to pick up on what you were saying, Joe,
Yeah.
one thing with painting, as compared to some of the other activities that we can do, is that with painting, even if you mess up, you can always fix it.
Correct. Yeah. Yep. What we do with our mindful painting nights is not, we don't try and go for perfection. And if you mess up, that's okay. It's paint. You know, you can wipe it off real quick, or you can just let it dry and paint right over it. You know,
Yeah.
there's no mistakes or anything. You can, you know, it's very forgiving medium right here. Yeah. But also, I do have to say, earlier this year, we were so excited. It was the first time in 7 years that we were able to take part in like an out of organization event. And earlier this year, we were able to take part in the Games to Give with, you know, supporting the Bungie Foundation, the wonderful work Britley and everybody does over there. And so proud of everything that you and the team and everyone does. Thank you again for helping, you know, support Guardians mental health, but just all the positive change that you are able to do in the community.
So I feel like every time we talk, we end up going back and forth about how great each other's organizations and how like thoughtful we are. No, your support and the support of Guardians Mental Health and the ambassadors, just like and we've talked about this before because some of the ambassadors from Guardians Mental Health came out to Bungie last year to be on one of my very
Yes.
first Bungie Bounty for Good streams. And it was just like, I was so nervous. Actually, I was like a wreck is what I was. And they truly like stood up to the name of Guardians Mental Health Ambassador because they all, Sarah's one of them. You were here last year.
Yeah.
So nice, made me feel so much calmer than I thought that I could possibly feel, and just like really the most wonderful, welcoming people I've ever met are part of the Guardians mental health programs. And I'm just super grateful to have met you. And you know, we hung out at GCX last year, and you do so much for your community and for Guardians around the world too. So super excited that we're doing this today. And we've been talking about painting minis together for a really long time. You sent me
Yes.
this kit a while back, which I have been carrying around. Wait, there. Nope, that's the wrong one. Hold on. Close up cam. It's the whole Guardians mental health painting kit, which we could talk about a little bit later too. But we've been really looking forward to this. But this month is extra special because it's Stress Awareness Month, and we are supporting Guardians Mental Health as the charity organization that donations are going towards. For all of those who donate to receive, you can see on the screen here, we have the Love is a Mind Saver emblem is our featured emblem this month. It's $10. You can scan that QR code and go to Tiltify and donate $10. And all of that money goes right to Guardians Mental Health. To help support all the initiatives, which we are going to get into because you have so many amazing things that you do for people in our community around the world. There's also a new pin. Yes,
It
you
looks
heard me
amazing.
right. Yeah, we have a brand new pin. I should have put a picture on here. It just launched at the beginning of April. So if you go to the Bungie store, you can get the pin and the emblem together, and then you will be one of the first lucky people to have the super, super cool. It's a pin for our Mental Health at Bungie club. So this is our Mental Health at Bungie club is kind of what helps us sponsor each of these Heritage Months, Awareness Months throughout the year. And this month with Stress Awareness Month is kind of hosted by the Mental Health at Bungie club. So and interestingly, the colors are very similar. So the emblem, and I put the Guardians Mental Health logo down here. I'm like, wow, those are, I wonder if that's a
Pretty
picture. I don't
close.
know, but they're pretty dang close. Yeah, and I thought it was funny too because I was gonna wear the jersey you got me, Joe.
Yeah.
And then I remembered that I have a green screen.
Oh, that would have been
Oh,
kind of
no.
comical.
Turquoise, but it is whatever color I move it in front of.
I
So
mean, it looks blue.
it,
And
yeah,
there goes the
it's
purple.
just blue over here, and it's kind of a little purple over here. So I was gonna wear it, and then I'm like, I'm gonna wear a different sweater just in case. And I came in and yeah. Anyways, I did not wash this with a blue shirt. It's the green screen behind me. But
Sure,
and I
sure,
love
sure.
it. I'm just like so honored and so excited to be working together with you all because you truly are like the best of the guard. You're like the epitome of the guardians, right? Like you just it's just really exciting. It's really exciting to be here. And you sent me another kit with even more paints.
Yep.
And you can see them on here. And then my husband paints minis a lot, and I also paint Warhammer minis at home, but not nearly as thoroughly as my dear nerdy husband. So I brought some extra paints from home, and I'm also realizing that I barely know what to do here,
You
especially
and
with
me both.
3D printed models. So how do we get started? Do we have to prime these
So
little guys?
all of these little guys are already primed. So
Okay.
before we sent them out to you, we went ahead and primed all the minis, including the ones Justin has, and I don't know if Casey's are yours primed?
They were not, but
Ah,
I have every art supply under the sun, so I used a little
yeah.
bit of. This is a really good acrylic primer for anything really, and you can use oil paint with it, you can use acrylics with it, you can use tempera paints with it. So this is what I used on my little guys.
Ooh, nice. Yeah. So these
So
are ready to go. So you can you have 6 ghosts here, and
Mhm.
last year, actually, Seraphim Red again was actually featured in the TWAB for the ghosts that we painted last year for Festival of the Lost.
Yep.
And they were the coolest thing ever. And they came out like she put them under a black light and in a cauldron, and it was so cool. But you just however you feel, you can just go ahead and start painting it. If you want to put like what I'm doing right now, I'm kind of putting a base down on it. I have kind of an idea of what I want to do with these ghosts, and it's themed around mental health. So I want to kind of capture a few um, different things, kind of focusing around mental health. One of them being like resilience, rest, balance, self love. You know, it's okay to not be okay. That one I'm real excited. That's what I'm priming this one for. It's based off of the Japanese teacups, Dr. Williams.
Oh,
What's that
you mean
art form?
the kintsugi's?
Kintsugi's. Yes.
Yeah, so kintsugi is a Japanese art form that is a great metaphor for act. So one of the things within act is the recognition that you're not broken, that just certain things happen, and we kind of accept them from what they are, but they don't dictate what we can do. So our actions can then kind of take over. So what kintsugi is mainly is looking at any form of pottery, anything that's been put in a kiln, but that is broken. And the old way of looking at things is if something is broken, it is perceived as being useless. But the way that kintsugi looks at it is taking something that is perceived to be useless, but then making something new out of it. So the act metaphor is with like a broken chair. So we would look at a broken chair and saying, "Oh, well, it can't bear the weight of a person, so this chair is broken." But if we fix it and we maybe shift things around a little bit, well, that chair becomes an art piece. So that's the thing with kintsugi. It's taking the broken pieces of porcelain and inlaying it and reconnecting the pieces with gold.
Absolutely. And that's what I'm going to try and do with this ghost right here is put a black base down and then go over with kind of like a gold like paint like crack on it to kind of represent that in this one right here. But you can
Actually, oh well, one sec. I actually have a kintsugi bowl down here. Let me go get it.
I bet you do.
I do. My actual bowl is at my office, but I bought one for my wife this summer. So let me just go get it.
Sure, sure. So you can also look at this, and I mean, this is just also just a great opportunity as well too, because um, kind of how uh, this isn't
I
just
can
like a
just see the.
oh yeah, see right there.
Oh,
So it's just
cool.
a nice bowl, but it's just been reconnected uh with gold.
Yeah.
I wouldn't eat a bowl. I wouldn't eat cereal in it, but it makes for a nice visual representation.
Why not? You know, a little extra, a little fiber. No, this is, and that's essentially, why we're painting ghosts or mini ghosts. The ghosts in the Destiny franchise. I mean, Guardians Mental Health. We were born from the Destiny community. We've been a part of the community forever, and a lot of us are legacy players from D1 and betas and alphas, and
I've been
uh,
playing since alpha.
yeah. So it's been a part of like it's been home for us for forever. So and I love how the ghost is it's like a symbol of like guidance. In Destiny 1 when you first wake up, it's guiding you through these adventures in this journey. It's there to support you and it's companionship. So in the world of Destiny, the ghost is always there for you through every challenge, every unknown, and tonight with painting, in a very real way, we get to like reflect that same idea here through our ghosts and our creativity. The space that we're creating together is this group in this moment right here, grounding ourselves in this moment, is about being that support for each other. And it's a great opportunity whenever we get to paint with other people to have conversations, um, and also bounce ideas off each other. Like, sometimes you can get stuck on painting something, just like in anything, and asking for help or support. And you have, 5 other individuals here that are all painting too that can help guide you along. And I'd be asking Casey and Seraphin Red. Seraphin Red just does awesome stuff. And Casey, I mean, Casey's streams are on my PC in my office like every weekend. Um,
Oh,
oh, it's just such a chill atmosphere. I've been loving the marathon pieces you've been doing. Of course, I sit there and go, it's like I sit here and I go, how's she doing this? Like,
It's actually insane. You're so talented.
you guys are ridiculous. Thank you. That's very nice.
so I love everybody here. Everybody's so creative and so wonderful and genuine. So this is just a great opportunity. I mean, if you really wanted to, you could, shout out to the new Magic the Gathering cards. The Ninja Turtles just came out, so you could paint a turtle shell on one if you wanted. It's just whatever you're feeling. If you want to just do colors, if you want to do a theme, that's completely up to you on however you want to approach it.
I just want to apologize to the people watching that you're just seeing the top of my head. I don't have one of those fancy painting setups like everyone else has.
Well, it's okay, Doc. We forgive you.
This is my full-time job. If I didn't have a fancy painting setup, boy, that would be a problem.
Yeah. But periodically, as we're working on these, for those who don't, we'll just take a moment to hold up our ghosts and show everybody what we're working on and how things are progressing. And for me, some of the longest time is actually spent with just the base layers, just putting down the foundation for for anything always takes me the longest. 'Cause I try and do a nice coat all the way across. Sometimes it takes 2-3 layers, and that's okay. We take our time with it. I believe last time, I think only one person finished all 6 ghosts. And that was Sarah. She cooked right through it too.
When we were working on the ghost shells, I didn't really have a vision in mind. I just started painting, and I was like, well, we'll see where to go from here. I wanted to use the neon paints and stuff, and I just rolled with it, and yeah, it turned out pretty good.
Well, the thing with this, you can start off probably with a plan of what you want to do, or you can just completely wing it and let the creativity take you.
Yep.
Yep. And that's the goal right there. And it, to get started with painting, this is why we started our brush and shield program. Getting started with painting minis can be real expensive. Getting started if you're trying to get top of the line stuff, or mid tier equipment and stuff, you don't really need to. You could probably start by going on Amazon, getting some, or Walmart or something, getting some cheap brushes, some inexpensive paints and stuff. And there are models out there that you can get, or you can just get some canvas paper and just do a sketch and start painting. And it can be pretty inexpensive, but that is one of the things that led us into creating our brush and shield program. Is we work with companies. I don't want to do any shameless plugs for them right now, but we work with I think right now 11 different companies, and they donate supplies to us, and we assemble mindful painting kits that provide underprivileged individuals all of the tools and resources to start utilizing painting minis for self-care. So we include brushes, water cups, brush holders, mini holders, as well as a full array of full bottle paints. So you're going to get some miles out of the paints too. A little bit goes a long way with paint.
I'm seeing that.
Yeah, you don't need a lot. Like, if you need to, go back over and put another coat down, but it goes a long way. You got to think too, you're painting a mini, you're not painting a car, uh,
You're not taking out the airbrush.
Yes. Well, even an airbrush, you kind of dilute it a little bit, and but that's another piece of, can be expensive equipment. But we provide everything in there, and then we also blend in mental health resources, some resources for setting up, your workspace and everything, a calm environment, something relaxing, as well as information on, the benefits of utilizing, painting for self-care, what it can do, how grounding it is. And then we also like to provide breathing exercises. So every painting stream, I personally will utilize 2 different kinds of breathing techniques. And I don't have the steadiest hand in the world. So when I'm getting into like little details and stuff like that, my hand gets a little shaky and stuff, and I'll mess up. But I found that if I calm myself and place myself in this in the moment, and do a breathing exercise like the 4-7-8 breathing technique. It's where you inhale for 4 seconds, hold it for 7, and then exhale, slowly for 8. My hand will actually steady, and it'll actually help calm me down and relax me even further. So that's been a very useful breathing technique to utilize while painting.
Yeah, so what the breathing exercises will do, like we had discussed the other day on our roundtable, is it will rebalance the levels of oxygen and CO2 in your body. And one thing that happens with our body and our brains, and generally our nervous system, it's going to recognize any shift in um, distress level, and even if you're worrying about something, and it's going to increase your heart rate.
Mhm.
And in conjunction with that, with increasing your heart rate, generally your breathing gets faster. So you're trying to take in more oxygen, but while you're sitting there not really doing much, you're not creating that much CO2. So you're creating an imbalance of oxygen and CO2 inside of your body. So what breathing exercises is going to, or is generally going to do, it decreases your breathing, decreases your heart rate, and works on rebalancing oxygen and CO2, which then brings with it a sense of calm, which then increases focus as well.
Fantastic. And that's just one exercise that you can utilize. There's a whole plethora of breathing and grounding techniques that you can find. We have them listed on our website and in each of our mental health kits that you can utilize. And one that you can actually find in our Guardian Focus mental health kit is the box breathing. And that one I thought was really, really creative from our design lead, iResolute, who took what's the word creativity from the sites in Destiny with the box breathing perk, and it was very, very interesting how he applied that to the breathing technique in that kit specifically.
Yeah, when I saw what he did there, it really hit home.
Yeah,
Just coming from that Destiny community, you think, oh my God, it's really hitting home, and remembering when you would get a sniper rifle with that box breathing perk, it was essentially what you were all looking for.
yep, yep. Going after war priests, you needed something with box breathing on it. Just saying, you know, a great encounter. Uh, so many pivotal moments in the franchise. I absolutely love it. And you know what? I just want to say, Titans gave it a good run, for Guardian games this year. It's about time, the teams and everything threw a bone to the Warlocks out there. It's well deserved.
Hey, we need
you guys
the
might have
help
been late,
sometimes.
but you got to the party.
We were focusing on reading books, okay?
I love it. I love it.
And like you had showed me the other night, Joe, that Kabir helm that you all 3D printed, even if it was the first raid, that armor set and even the weapons coming from the Vault of Glass, to me, is just so iconic to Destiny.
Mm-hmm.
And I still have my Vault of Glass poster over there,
Oh yeah.
where you just see one person dropping from the middle platform.
Yeah. Love it. And when everybody's having fun is when everybody's quiet. Kind of like when everybody sits down for a meal all together, and it's just you go from talking to silence because everybody's enjoying their meal and everything. So it's fantastic to hear just everybody just so engrossed in what they're doing. I love it.
I was just thinking about Vault of Glass when that first came out. That was one of our whisper raids, because we would only raid in the evenings after we got the kids to sleep, and they were babies at the time. And we lived in a small apartment, and so we would be like, pss, 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 we would be doing call outs, but we'd be whispering because the baby was sleeping.
I love it.
Travis and I became known as the Whisper Raid couple.
Is that why it's always kind of an incentive for charity events?
It kind of
there's
brings
always
you
a
back
perk
to
on
that.
there for
Yeah.
whispers. And it's always so
Yeah, it's
funny
always
when
really
you're
funny
whispering.
because we're trying to contain ourselves and whisper, but sometimes we're like laughing and
Yeah, I love it. Oh, I want to find a teal. I gotta find a teal.
I have a turquoise. If I'd be close to you, I'd hand it over.
Well, appreciate that. Thank you so much.
Huh?
I
Yeah,
I have it covered.
yeah, Joe sent me some paints to get started, and I went to my local hobby shop that I'm working and kind of building a relationship with, and they sold me on these paint pens that are amazing.
I love paint pens.
What brand are they? Are they Posca
Uh,
by any chance?
AK.
Ah, okay.
Yep, the mini
Yeah,
paint ones.
the play markers.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. A lot of companies are coming out now with those, and they're
Well,
making
it's
it.
all self-contained.
Oh yeah, yeah, and it's great because some of them you can change out the tips and everything. I like how um, the AK ones. Just speaking on that real quick. I have a couple here. I'm gonna knock something over. Um, there's a couple. Army Painter has them as well too, and with the Army Painter, they're more like a marker tip on the end, and the AK ones are more
Yeah, they're
feathered,
a little bit more
and
of a brush
yeah,
tip.
they mimic a synthetic brush head very well, and that's one of the reasons why I like those better, just because it feels like a brush and instead of just like a marker. So they flow really well.
Oh, they really do, and I like the fact that you can, when you're pulling the paint to the tip, if you have like a little paint dish, you can have some extra paint in the dish to just kind of dab into it without really using like a big slosh of paint.
Yeah. Yep. What are you working on, Justin?
Oh gosh, sorry, I was locked in.
I was locked in.
I
He entered his flow state.
Indeed.
it, it happens. Right now I'm just trying to like get colors on these. So I have three. I'm just like doing half. I don't know if they'll show up on the camera, but I'm just doing half of each side right now. So right now I've got a deep blue, a purple, a red. It looks pretty orange in the camera, I'm realizing, but that's red. Right
Ooh.
now that's all I got right now. I'm kind of doing the just like intuitive, like I'm vibing. We're just gonna figure out what goes. We're gonna figure out what works, what doesn't.
Those are really
Um,
pretty.
You're vibing. Yes.
it's funny. I'm like, I realize I've been using these colors specifically a lot. But that might just be because I'm like having to plan our wedding coming up in the fall, and that's gonna be some of the colors. So they've been everywhere. So I'm like, oh, I'm probably a little bit biased towards these colors right now, actually.
It's possible.
Just maybe.
It's a good reason to be biased to
Mm-hmm.
your wedding colors.
Yeah, no, it's
Oh.
funny. Everyone's talking about their first raid or their first experience, and like, um, I'm getting married in the fall, and my fiance, we actually, we met, we talked, we were a long distance, and when we both realized we liked video games, so we were like, well, let's pick something to play like with each other, so we can spend time with each other or whatever. And we're kind of going through the list. I was like, well, there's this game Destiny I like to play, and he's like, and so he has been a big one. He's had a raid group. He's had, I mean, like everything. And so we would play that like more than once a week, but we'd have like dedicated once a week time when we were long distance. And so Destiny specifically was a really big key point in like our relationship all the way through um until he moved up here. And even then after we've still been playing. We have our wall with all our pins and merch and our all our stuff. So like always will hold a very special place in my heart for that. We're definitely gonna have some Destiny elements in our wedding too. So, but that's what you get when you have two nerds getting married. So
Uh,
That's so cool.
Hmm.
and I think that's the thing with the Destiny that it did so well. Even the game is 10 years old and I've been playing for ever. It has just drawn the community together. and created so many of these moments because I think it just hit people in the right way in the right time because
Mhm.
there were no other games like it. Yeah, people were playing like FPSs, but no one actually had made this type of looter shooter that just kept you coming back for more, but had so much of this community aspect.
Yeah,
When
absolutely.
the Destiny beta came out, my husband was totally engrossed, and I was like, I better learn how to play this game so we can spend time together. And I
Because
did,
again,
and it was like I was just starting to learn controller and stuff too, and I just have memories of the Cosmodrome and trying to like shoot a thrall that was coming at me and trying to learn controller at the same time.
Oh, I know.
because I remember when the the reveal hit and it was announced that we could have the alpha, I remember just rushing to my laptop to hopefully get in and then playing it nonstop when it finally released. At the time, Joe, you'd be happy to know I was actually playing a Titan.
My man.
But then
Knew
when
this day would
the
come.
actual game released, I had to go with my Warlock, and I haven't looked back ever since.
You do like books, so
I do.
can't fault you there. No.
Like, it's funny, Doc. I had the opposite when I first played by myself. I had Warlock, and then I had a friend in college who I was like, "You should play this game with me." Like we were roommates, and it's the one thing that we've had a lot of time, like fun playing. And I was like, "Whatever one you don't pick, I'll pick the other one." And so he picked Hunter, and I was like, "All right, I'll give Titan a go." And I haven't really looked back.
Yeah.
I'm like, typically I'm not a big like in the mix person, but something about this, it clicks.
Yeah, because
Just
the way the Titan was made in like the original days, it just felt like your standard FPS playing Master Chief, and you just
super soldier.
go.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and
I feel
then you
like I'm
play
gonna
like some of the other
disappoint people and
classes.
say I was a hunter
Uh,
through and through.
Hunter for life.
I say I
Hunter
had
for
to kill
Hunter for
life.
3
You all
always.
just
hunters so I
liked the
could
cape. You all just
3 hunters
hunter
so I
for the
could get the
cape.
maximum amount of exotics.
Arcblade Hunter, that was me. Destiny 1.
It's all right. At least nobody was self-resing. You know. When
I was.
yeah, I know you were.
I
You
think I
saved
was
us a few
mainly playing
times.
Void Walker. I was Void Walker.
Yeah.
Something about the space magic.
Yep. Getting real close. I got three of the bases down now, and real excited to move on to adding some detail to these.
Well, just looking over at Casey, I'm really interested in watching her process over there.
Hmm.
I'm not gonna lie. I was completely unsure what to do until a couple of hours ago. And at first I was like, I'm just gonna let the paint decide. Just like pick colors that are
Mhm.
speaking to me and just decide. And then I was like, oh, what if I made a cute little bouquet of ghost shells?
Oh, I
Um,
love it.
Okay.
so I grabbed a
Mhm.
little bit of my florist wire and I was like, I could make little leaves and I'm making them into little sunflowers. So
Are you serious right now?
Yeah.
This is such a good idea.
That's so
Right.
cool.
I was like, I don't know what to do. So I asked my best friend what her favorite flower was. And she was like, I love sunflowers. And I was like, perfect. I will make some sunflowers because I have no idea what to do otherwise. But
Oh my
I
god.
feel like cute little things. And then I was like, oh my gosh, okay, so I could make leaves and attach them with, floral wire and hot glue. And then I was like, oh my gosh, I could use I have these little bits of Sculpey clay just laying around. I was like, oh, I could make a little bumblebee and like wire it onto the side
Oh my
and it would be
god.
like going
That
into
is
the
so cool.
I was just
Casey,
like, just do what calls to you. So that is
see, that's
exactly
what
what I'm
I was
doing.
gonna do. I'm painting flowers, and my next one's gonna be a bumblebee.
Really?
Yeah.
That is
Oh,
amazing.
Flowers.
See? They're
Like,
they are, I mean, they are kind of like little flowers. And I was thinking, okay,
yeah.
so, you can do the petals with a nice little orange to yellow gradient. I have my sunflower inspiration on my iPad. And I was thinking, okay, there's like the center is a little darker and then a little lighter, sort of like umbery orange. And then, yeah, just some wire. And then you can kind of model them however you want and just put them in a little thing. And so I'm making ghost flowers, I guess.
Amazing.
I love
Amazing.
we had the same thought though. I love that.
Yeah.
That makes me so happy.
Not surprised.
It's true.
I had someone in our stream the other day kind of give me an idea because they had asked me, well, what type of ghost am I going to paint? I was like, I have absolutely no idea because this is my first experience. And someone had mentioned, well, why not do a Goku ghost? I was like, you know what? That is a great idea.
Dr. Goku Ghost. I could see it.
I'm
Yeah.
fully gonna expect some hot glued on like bright yellow like Super Saiyan wig onto that ghost. Go get some
Well,
fat
the top of the ghost is going to be like the Super Saiyan yellow.
There we go. Okay.
But I need to have something to do like the aura.
Oh, I like
Aura
that.
farming.
Yeah. Yeah. Well,
That's what my son says
yeah.
all the time.
Oh my gosh.
I was actually reading an article about how important slang is. It's like,
Oh yeah.
it's just me getting old because I'm looking up some of the new terms. Like, what?
What does
Trying
it
to keep up
mean?
with it possible.
I have clients that I see that are, all over the age range, and I've been opening up to more younger and younger just because I have a friend who prefers out that age group, and I'm like, sure. And they'll start saying things, and I'm like, yeah, and then I like finish session, and I like go to my computer. I'm like, what does
Run,
mean? Like translation, please.
You're going
Oh,
straight
it's
to
like they're
Urban
trying to speak to
Dictionary.
me. I know
I
it.
was like, yeah. I was like, oh my god, what are they saying? Which makes me laugh really hard. I had one of them call me old, and I was like, okay, I guess. I don't know. I was like,
Yes, I am old.
Okay, sure, yeah, 30's super old, I guess, whatever.
Yeah.
I'm like,
Oh, to be
I've worked with
to be
middle
30
schools.
again.
I've worked with middle schoolers. I've worked with high schoolers, and I'm like, you can't hurt my feelings. Like, I don't care. You're half my age. I don't. Good luck,
As a millennial, nothing can just hurt my feelings almost anymore.
Right. We've all been through so much.
The other
real
day in a
though.
meeting, I referenced the 1980s as the late 1900s, and I
Oh,
cannot believe I did that.
that hurts.
And I was born in 95, so like it was bad. I'm like cringing just thinking about it. As soon as I said it, I was like, oh no. I mean, technically it was like 30 plus years ago, so it kind of counts and isn't super weird, but it felt all wrong considering I'm from the late 1900s too.
The late 1900s.
What a realization.
I know, it was horrible. Like, I'm sorry, everyone. I'm sorry. Everyone in the meeting was like, oh God.
I'm seeing 40 knocking on my door next month. And it's like, oh God.
Oh, you're still a
Both
youngin'.
me and my wife. Yeah. Because
how you feel on in heart.
turning 40. And we were just like, oh my God. I can't believe we're already 40.
Well, happy almost birthday to you both. 40
Thank you.
Exciting. A big one.
Yeah, for me, I don't really care. It's just all of the gray hairs and the lack of hair is starting to show up.
Really, you're worried about gray hair?
I blame it on grad school and my kids.
It's okay.
Grad school will do it. That's for sure. That is.
Grad school started my coffee addiction.
Yep.
Well, it's
could not stomach coffee before grad school, and now I can't go a day without it.
I was gonna say not till
caffeine
grad school.
withdrawals.
I started when I was 16.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah,
Actually, you know what? Me too. I worked at Starbucks and I started drinking coffee when I was like 16, 17 years old.
I think I started
'Cause it
drinking
was
coffee
free.
like as a way to bond with my dad. He'd always be up at 5 a.m. grinding beans every morning.
Oh my, that's like my mom.
Some
Uh-huh.
I
dedication right
associate
there.
of core memories with coffee smells with my mom.
Mm-hmm.
Well, that's the thing with our brains. The way that it remembers is not necessarily through memory, but it'll pull sights and smells and sounds.
It's so
And
crazy how
and
like
that's where it just
powerful
unlocks
smell
those
is.
memories.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And that's why grounding exercises work so well, because it's just working on those like core key concepts.
So I don't know if you guys use like Dawn dish soap, but I swear they changed the formula recently and it smells just like a watermelon scented eraser I had in 3rd grade.
Whoa.
That's
Very specific,
That's
you know.
specific. That's
Yeah.
awesome.
Watermelon scented, huh?
But it like brought me right back to that and I was like, wow, I can't believe I remembered what that smelled like.
Well, it's amazing what our brains will just like bring and pull from.
Yeah.
oh, absolutely.
And I always do this exercise with a lot of my clients is to like recall like a certain memory, because the way our brains work, like I say, it pulls from those sights, those smells, those sounds. So I'll ask them, well, if I tell you the smell of warm apple pie, what's the memory that just pops up? And it's like, oh, well, I remember when I was a kid, my grandma baked apple pie. So this is kind of how our brain functions. It'll just pull from these core memories, whether they be like good ones or also bad ones. So trauma, when we talk about a trauma trigger, it's pulling from those key concepts. So one thing with like trauma treatment is trying to one understand your triggers, but also trying to rework them so it doesn't create the same type of negative thought loop.
Yeah.
Yeah. Absolutely. Thank you for sharing that.
Mhm. Okay. Really quickly, those in chat who are like, I'm pretty sure we were promised emblems, and so far we've been painting. I finished my first mini ghost, and thus our
Ooh.
first emblem giveaway can begin. Haha! First of all,
Huzzah!
you are all forced to look at it.
I'm gonna say, can we get a close up?
Yeah, so
Close up of the ghost.
correctly.
Oh, it's so cute.
I'm
Very cute.
painting
oh,
mine,
wow.
there.
Oh,
Well,
that is awesome.
wait, do I have it? Am I
I
holding
love the
it?
flowers.
Thank you. Yeah, so I'm painting things that make me happy and like things that kind of center me in life. So one of them is gardening, and the next is bees because surprise, I'm getting honeybees in a couple weeks, and I'm very, very, very excited about it. And gardening too. So I'm going to do one of like probably just only tomatoes because that's one of the only things I'm good at growing. But yes,
Because those flowers makes me think of the game Flower from that game company.
Oh my
Ooh.
gosh, that's such a good game.
I
And
forgot about that. Oh my gosh.
and I
So
use it
bad.
with clients all the time as a way to bring up mindfulness.
Hmm. Okay, I want to talk about that, but let's get the raffle started really quickly. For folks in chat, we're gonna give away 5 different emblems right now. If you join the raffle, it'll be open for 1 minute. So if you go ahead and type in !painting, yep, thank you, not mashed. Kicking it off, then you'll be entered into the raffle. We're gonna let it run for 1 minute. And then we're going to close it, and then 5 people are going to be selected from the raffle to get a super awesome emblem. So go ahead and pop those.
It is a very awesome emblem. I haven't taken it off since last year.
Same.
Wait, no, not the bounty emblem.
Oh, not.
Sorry, no, that's earned. Yeah, you have to defeat us in.
No, I was saying the
bounty.
love.
Love is the mind
Oh, love is the
saver.
mind saver.
Love's the mind,
Oh,
yeah.
you can get that too, but you just gotta donate for it.
Yeah,
You can go
I've
to
been
the
using.
QR code up here.
Yeah, I've been using that emblem since last year.
It's a great emblem.
It is, and I just so blown away by seeing that. Last year, I was brought to tears seeing that in game when it released, and I
Oh,
still
same
get
here.
struck. And I know several of our ambassadors took part in an event with the foundation. They went up against other content creators in PvP, and I tuned in to help support, and every single one of them had the emblem on. And oh my god, talk about the feels. I was just blown away seeing all those
Me and Joe
emblems.
were in constant communication last year during the charity drive. It was like, oh my god, oh my god.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it
and
was.
it was brand new last year. And it raised a lot of money. It raised a
It
lot of
did.
money for you guys.
I
We were
can't wait
super
to see
proud of
that pin. The day it launched, I ordered that pin, and I can't wait to get it and put it in my pin case at my office.
Mhm.
Yeah, it's funny you bring that up too. And I was asked actually early last week. We just got back from hosting a quiet room, and someone from the team reached out and asked for just some information for something. So Dr. Williams and I started pulling together some numbers and things like that. I'm drinking tea every time I paint. I have tea. So sorry, I'm pouring tea. I can't walk and chew bubble gum.
I almost made myself a tea, but I'm doing a buble.
Yep. And
Coffee.
so from last year's campaign, from Love is the Mind Saver, it was the first time. We were absolutely just blown away by all the support. We were able from April to December, just from that campaign last year, we were able to provide 8,450 mental health kits all over the world. And that is a huge accomplishment. That was that was a 300% increase over the prior year. And that was just
It's all
from
due to the
April to
community.
December. Yep. All thanks to the community. And for the entire year, we did 11,227. Which is a huge accomplishment for us. And it's all thanks to your support, the community, Guardians, Bungie Foundation. We were able to provide so many mental health kits, but not only that, we were able to increase the amount of printed resources in each of the kits. We were able to revamp one of them and bring it forward, as well as doing all of the sensory items inside the kits. We're able to do in-house now, and being able to provide those, and it's been amazing. And we saw a huge increase with our digital resources through our RTS library and our app and everything, with people utilizing that ease of accessibility to vetted mental health resources that we've put together. Dr. Williams and others on our team vetting all of the resources before they go in. And we have just hit 500,765 users worldwide on that. And it was a huge increase over last year, just from people from the campaign discovering Guardians Mental Health, discovering our programs, ease of accessibility for everything, having no financial hurdles for people to overcome to get access to them, and just people utilizing those resources across several different platforms. It was absolutely amazing to see.
Because throughout the whole campaign, me and Joe were just constantly going back and forth, like, oh my god, every
It
time
was
we
a
hit
lot of
that new
fun.
milestone. And we were just blown away by the community's support.
Yes, it allowed us to really put a step forward for our efforts and our programs and everything, and provide people with meaningful tools and everything. And just like everything, go ahead.
Because then one thing with mental health is everyone's going through mental health, but a lot of people struggle with getting access to mental health resources, but also to mental health resources that are of quality that mental health professionals would actually like provide to people, because there's so much information online, and there's so many things on like TikTok that claim to be like valid mental health resources but are simply not. And one of the things our mental health kits are trying to do is really bridge that gap to provide people with the information that we know is evidence based, that is going to help people.
Peer-reviewed resources. Yeah.
Peer reviewed. And the main thing with our resources and our kits is for them to stay free.
Yep.
Mhm. You provide so many. Like, there's a huge variety of kits for like all really whatever resources people are looking for. You have. I mean, it seemed like a dozen. How many do you have now?
8.
I think it's eight
Yep.
total.
We have
Wow.
8 total, and each one of them, there are some similarities just because some of the resources are just so good universally. Like,
Yeah, they overlap.
yeah, they have a, having a, crisis safety plan, a gratitude list, breathing exercises. There's a lot of, overlap and just great tools for everyone to have access to. So you'll see a few of them kind of repeat, but every kit, all 8 of them have different focused resources in each, depending on what the topic is. The Guardians, Guardian focused one that we worked with, you and
Oh,
Bungie
that was so
Studios,
fun.
focuses on building resilience. And uh, Dr. Williams did a fantastic guided meditation with community members, and we brought the community in on it. A guided meditation through the Destiny universe, and we had one of our
Yeah.
friends who's a voice actor and community members all take part in it and played different parts with helping deliver this wonderful experience through guided meditation in the Destiny universe. And we also have our tabletop focused mental health kit, which we just released 2 years ago, I believe.
I
And
think it's about 2 years ago. Yeah.
yeah, about 2 years. And that's one of our one of the kits that is one of the favorites right now, just because the focused resources talk about utilizing tabletop gaming as well as like mini painting, like we're doing right now, for self-care. Talks about communication as well as rolling for wellness and other fantastic topics surrounding and ways to utilize tabletop gaming in therapeutic ways. Um, and it's just been fantastic adding those resources. And right now we're almost done with it, but we each year we revisit each the mental health kits to make sure that the resources are current. If we have to want to update anything, if feedback from people that have received kits come in, and we'll address those, maybe add something or deliver something in a different way. We'll have the team go over it, but we're almost done finalizing the neurodivergency focused mental health kit. We had that several years ago, and we wanted to bring it forward with all of the other mental health kits, and we wanted to add new resources into it as well. And it's taken a little extra time because the font we're using on all the evidence-based printed resources inside is a dyslexic friendly font, and it's a little difficult to put on the 5x7s and the space that we have. So we have to revisit wording and everything, and to make sure everything fits and is delivered appropriately before sending it off for final approvals and everything. But I'm so excited for that to come out. Should be out before GCX, actually. That might be one of the first shows, either that or out at PAX West. We'll bring it to a live event, but we'll have a big campaign on all of our socials and the website and newsletter saying that it's available. And we're ready to ship them out to everybody. So it's a lot of fun getting together, and it's a lot of fun doing like working with other studios and companies and stuff like that. We've worked with other groups and brick and mortars and clubs and stuff with volunteer opportunities helping us assemble mental health kits, and it's always a lot of fun too. We'll get pizza and soda, and just a pizza party, and everybody has so much fun. No, but it's an absolute blast. People love getting the opportunity to help assemble a mental health kit, and that's the one thing. We don't use a distribution center for anything. We take pride in assembling each kit by hand by somebody on our staff, and that way.
Distribution centers, Joe and his kids.
I was gonna say one of
One of
the
them.
notes in one of my kits said assembled by Sadie.
You know what? I'm not gonna lie. Sadie does love putting them together, and she gets a
Yeah.
little creative with her signature card. But you know what? It's good. It's appropriate for all ages, and for her to be so passionate, she loves everything that we do and everything, and she gets so excited. It's funny when she gets off the school bus and she's wearing a GMH shirt or a jersey or something like that. She's so proud of it, and she absolutely loves, because she knows the fact that when it's our turn to put kits together, she's always right there to sign the cards, help put down the sensory items, and she knows it's going to somebody who's in need of resources. Like, she's very, very aware, and she's a great, great little one. She's
Oh,
fantastic.
absolutely. Yeah,
Yep.
my son absolutely loves coming to help out at conventions.
Yeah, it's fun
And it's a good way to
experience.
kind of start the message of what we do and how we want to just help people.
Yep.
Like at GCX last year, and he gave me a Pokemon sticker.
Oh yeah. Oh, that would he
Mhm.
just is so in love with being able to hand out stickers and talk to people. He's a little social butterfly.
Yeah.
Yep. Then the other one got Sadie playing Pokemon. Yep. Yeah, we'll be down at GCX this year. We're very much looking forward to uh, going down and seeing the community and everybody, and we'll have a booth, and we do several shows a year where we do our best to be where everybody is and to help provide resources and access to mental health kits and things like that at live events. And we always have things like earplugs and sensor, outlets for nervous energy, because conventions can be very overwhelming and overstimulating for people. So we love being able to be there for individuals and be able to provide those tools to them when they need them most. And at
It's
live
providing
events,
access to
yeah,
people that otherwise didn't feel that they would go, just because that the conventions can be so overwhelming.
absolutely, yeah,
So
they definitely
providing
can.
those tools, providing those um, the ability to calm themselves down again with our quiet rooms and all of the tools that we just provide.
Yep, and it's great for gamers too who are at home too, where we saw a huge increase in demand during COVID, and that's where when we really put our best foot forward, because the kits were originally only going to be for live events, and we saw how much COVID affected all of us
Mm.
and how people were locked in, and we decided to go the extra mile and just provide the kits for free and ship them to individuals at their homes, and that way they could
I
get
remember,
access to the resources, the techniques, and feel a little bit better, and make it a little bit more palatable with everything that was going on. And even now it's fantastic because people can be in their safe space, they can explore the resources, utilize the tools, and be a part of the feel like they're a part of the a community, where they're not alone. There's others who assembled these kits and are in the space that can reassure them that they're not alone, and there's support out there for them.
I remember when we started talking, me and you, about these mental health kits, just the early planning stages of
Hmm.
what it would look like, and doing some of the research and looking online at what was available. And we had come across a couple like mental health kits, but they were these like bougie mental health kits that were like $100
Oh
that gave
wow.
you an incense stick, a statue of Buddha, and just some random crap that people wouldn't use.
Way to put that in layman's
And
terms, Doc.
yeah, ugh,
Yeah, it was
and
pretty eye opening to see what was available to the public, for that type of material, where it was just more of a kind of an Etsy type, you know, item where you just get a couple aromatherapy, uh, couple little things, and maybe a sensory item. And we went the extra mile, and working with various team members at the time, Matt and others, we were able to develop an amazing kit, and releasing it for the first time. It was incredible seeing the impact it had with people. And now we work with 17 different school districts across the U.S. We work with several universities, esports clubs, you know, collegiate teams, as well as just gamers and individuals all over, with helping provide them access and help guiding them on their journey. Today, got a call from a social worker out of San Diego who is from the community, and actually called the office and asked if they could have access to some of the resources we have, and help them with making connections to help other individuals with getting access to different programs and things. So 100%, we absolutely we work with other professionals, and we just do our best to help make it easier for everybody to gain access to meaningful resources, and especially that are affordable. Things like therapy can be very, very expensive for some, especially if you have
mhm.
no insurance. We have avenues where we work with several different organizations, companies that offer grants to help cover the cost for therapy for individuals. But we also work with another company that's psychology, works off of Psychology Today,
Yeah,
with
open path.
Open Path Collective, that focuses on a sliding scale and affordable therapy options, and they range between $35 and $70 per session before insurance. So it makes it very accessible for everyone. And uh, we've called I've personally called a few of the professionals, and talked to them over the phone, and kind of had kind of a mock consultation, and said, it's pretty hard these days. I'm having a hard time. I don't know if I could meet the minimum. And two of them actually worked with me and said, well, what can you afford? $25. Yeah, we'll start there. Okay, fantastic. They were willing to work. And those are the type of people and individuals we love working with, that make it accessible for everyone. Um, and we couldn't do that without everyone's support. We wouldn't be here if it wasn't for Destiny, if it wasn't for the support from the community guardians, as well as the Bungie Foundation, which allowed us to really do so much more over the last year and have such a bigger impact. We really can't thank everyone enough.
Because we mentioned that we come from the Destiny community. I remember when Destiny 2 came out, my oldest son w- was born like a week after. So I was able to take some time off of work before he was born and finish the campaign. And I remember watching people stream the campaign and watching some reactions while we were at the hospital and my wife and the baby were sleeping.
Wait
And just
a
remember,
minute. You were watching streams while you were in the hospital?
while they were sleeping.
Where's
We're
Jess?
sleeping.
Get Jess on the phone.
You gotta keep up with it.
Okay. This is
And
news to
I
me.
remember being so enamored with um the game and the story. And in December is when I'd seen, so late November, early December, I had seen the old school um, Saint 14 project
Oh,
tweet.
yep.
Is when I finally reached out to you guys.
Yep. That was back in the day. Yeah, when we first started, we began as just a community focused space. You know, we created a safe space where people could come and take part in a peer to peer support network, and we started gathering resources and just being a beacon, you know, in the community for other guardians. And when we started, before we became a nonprofit, a 501c3, we were called the Saint 14 Project, because Saint 14 held so much weight in the Destiny lore for being for the citizens and everything. You know, it was, you know, so
It was the
supportive.
people's
It was a
champion.
protector, and we wanted to kind of model after that. And as you know, we grew and developed and started identifying different areas in the space that were really lacking in accessibility and tools and everything. We started developing programs, and we said we could actually have an impact in the community, and you know, be able to offer people something special, and stand, you know, shoulder to shoulder with peer organizations and just do good in the community. And that's what we set out to do, and that's what we still do. Is, you know, every day we try and make a, you know, a positive difference for individuals all over. And
I have a
Brit,
little
Succeeded. Yeah.
Super Saiyan Goku ghost.
oh, very cool.
That's so cool.
Nice.
You know,
Still
when
need
we're
some stuff, but
so when we're done, we'll all have to just take a quick picture with your phones and throw them in a DM, so we can share with the community and everybody on socials how our ghost came out from tonight.
Definitely.
I always love doing that. Sarah's are gonna look amazing. She's like a photographer over there.
Yeah, Sarah, what are you doing on yours?
I made another generalist shell one because I don't know, I love the default design, and now I'm making a purple one because I really like this purple paint that I have here.
Good reason.
Dogs have seen purple.
I saw somebody in chat was asking a little while ago for somebody to make a black and purple ghost, so I think that might actually fulfill that request right there with the purple shell.
I'm doing a purple blue
I love it.
because that's my therapy practice's colors. So like a deep purple, deep blue, kind of a synth wavy vibe.
I like that.
Ooh, I'm making a mess, but that's okay because I'm really enjoying this. And thank you so much, Britley, and everybody, for giving us this opportunity. I know this is something new, but absolutely love this opportunity and getting a
It's so
chance
fun.
to really chat and, you know, connect with everybody. It's
Absolutely.
a wonderful opportunity.
Oh, for sure. And I know we chatted about how, you know, you've been practicing some PvP for a bounty this month, but I gotta tell you, if we're you know, supporting stress awareness month this month, I think mini painting for me is significantly less stressful than PvP.
I completely agree.
You are 100% correct. And to be honest, I was practicing for PvP for a bounty, but also I have a little side wager. My one goal is to beat one of our shield bearers, Crusader, in PvP, which
Oh
that
no.
day
He
will
can
never
go too.
come because he's too good.
He's
That's a
so
tall
good.
order.
It
That's a
is.
tall order.
But I love seeing his reaction. He knows I'm joking. He's just like, I see you, Joe. Yeah, I see you.
Okay, I'll tell
He's
you
been,
what,
yeah, nice
Joe.
fun.
Just
Yeah.
let me know if he's streaming when you go up against him. I'll go in and make him do Baby Shark while
There
you're
you
up
go.
against him.
Deal.
That baby shark
The
brings
channel
me
planning.
back.
Oh, have you seen Kraus do it? It is wildly entertaining. I love it. Yeah. He's a peach. All of our ambassadors are absolutely amazing. Um, love getting a chance to do stuff with them and then just see each one of them grow and then also, utilize, tools and things like that and, have a little bit more accessibility and a little bit more knowledge for self-care and things. And we just released one of our new programs that is called Mental Collab late last year. And that program is focused primarily on content creators and community leaders. So it provides individuals with access to tools, kits, even a full graphics package for them to utilize with wellness pop ups and other resources to apply to communities to make them more safer, inclusive, how to have those difficult conversations, but also a full library that's ever growing of learning modules. And the learning modules are recorded by mental health professionals, staff members here at Guardians Mental Health, and then others as well. We had our friend Zach from Able Gamers come on and talk about accessibility for low visioned players and things like that. And it gives people that accessibility to these tools and ongoing resources and education to help apply mental well being effortlessly into their content and communities and have some direction on how to handle these situations and how and when to share resources and so much more. And it's 100% free and accessible to everyone. And there's so many great tools in there that can benefit, even if you're not a content creator. Just a lot of the topics, even work-life balance is in there as well, because we all, sometimes we all struggle with balancing that. It's a fine line right there between you know you know when to stop working and when to start enjoying life a little bit more. And you'll see such an increase in your just well-being in general by adopting a few things, and then also curbing burnout as well too. you know it's we have some amazing topics and resources available through that program and that have been utilized by thousands of individuals so far all over the world. And it's been great to provide that accessibility to that. And one of the main reasons we were exploring it, and there was a lot of things that are similar to that come with subscription charges and this and that, $35 a month or, $10 and you have access to this library and these things. We've always been one of those.
Or even if you think about continued education, they're like $300, $400, $500 for a single course.
Right. And we stick right with our model with having no financial hurdles for people. And it's 100% free for people to utilize and help bring a little bit more balance to their lives, as well as how to approach these topics and things like that and apply into their community and their content. So it's been a great opportunity to offer that program to people, and it's ever expanding as well too. We'll have resources on nutrition, hydration, and also veteran focused resources here soon. And we'll be doing more work with our friends, our ambassadors and shield bearers to offer something really special in that program as well too.
We are? I mean,
Don't even
comes
play
with a
with
really
me.
nice shirt too.
It does come with a really nice shirt.
It's super comfy. I wear it all the time.
Yeah, yeah. So if somebody goes through the self-guided learning modules and they take a screenshot of it being complete and send it to our email or one of us on or us on socials, we'll actually give them a new graphics pack. They are considered torchbearers for us for Guardians Mental Health, and they're they prove that they have gone through that, or continuing educating themselves and bringing that balance to their content and their communities. And it's a great opportunity for people to start somewhere.
That's awesome. Yeah.
And
I was
again,
in
going through it, if
incredibly-
you're doing that glad journal, like we touched on earlier, Joe, that fits into that L of learning, of you learning something that day.
Very true.
Or even if you already know about those particular things, you can always relearn or re-engage into that material to help your brain just really encode it that much further.
Yeah. Because I know a great addition that we had in all of our mental health kits is revisiting our mindful activity book. We used to just have a mindful coloring book. Well, Justin worked with us, I believe 2 years ago, with
It's been that long?
yeah, it has.
Oh god, time's not real.
Yeah, time is very real. With revisiting that and actually making it a mindful activity book with adding some art, art therapy techniques, visual visual journaling. So there's actually inside there, you'll actually find a 30-day journal where you could utilize the different colors offered through the crayons that we put inside each kit, because we provide all the tools and resources for things to be utilized right as soon as you open it. We didn't want people going to look for a pen or crayons or markers, so we make sure all of those tools are in each one of the kits. So depending on how you're feeling for the day, you can go and color it in, and after 30 days you can revisit it and see how your progress was. If you were doing a little bit better towards the end of the month, beginning of the month, or if you should look into next step resources. And we're right there to help people along as well too. There's a lot of there's a medulla. Am I pronouncing that right? I don't think I am.
Mandela.
There we go.
Mandela?
I always mess it up.
It's
These
the
guys.
medulla oblongata.
Indeed.
About the-
Medulla
Adam Sandler.
oblongata.
The
You know-
water boy.
I love you all so much. I fumble with my words sometimes, but it's I know everybody's got my back.
That's why we're Team Joe.
That's right.
That's why
We're team.
that's why you have your fire team.
That's right. We all do. I absolutely love it. Yeah. So, just doing a check-in real quick. How's everybody doing with their ghosts?
Great.
Finished one.
Yeah.
Means
Um,
time for another raffle.
Doing a purple and blue one right now.
Got
Just
one.
waiting for my Super Saiyan one to dry a little bit to do a couple more coats.
Yeah, I
I'm
think.
realizing my ghost hair is crouse colored.
It totally is.
Colored?
It totally is.
Yeah.
Okay, well, I finished my Bumblebee Ghost, which started out really well
Oh
and
my
super
God.
cute, and then I tried to add wings, and now it looks like they're going really, really fast. They
It's
kind of
super
got
cute.
smudgy, but
I'm
you know what?
so impressed with the
They're
amount
there.
of detail you're able to put on there.
I know. I was just
But then you
thinking
really
that.
look at it and you're like, what is that supposed to be? Anyways, thank you. What's it supposed to be? Speaking of raffle time, what's this? this emblem, I forgot to mention the last raffle was for repeat. Oh no, it looks like they're different every time. Okay, we have multiple different emblems. So those who join the raffle have the option of winning repeat, a neon fade, a dark hero, look up, or 1,000 hugs. So it's random. So you don't know which one you're going to win. You just have to enter the raffle, and then if you are selected, you'll be randomly assigned and will receive one of those codes. Okay, so this time, if you would like to enter the raffle for one of those super cool emblems, it's !honeybee, one word. You have
Love it.
1 minute. I do have a new hobby, Kraus, and it's honeybees. I'm getting them in like 2 weeks. So now I have horses
You're
and honeybees and gardening and ceramics. and
you're aiding the environment
yes,
because they're an integral part to the environment.
yeah,
We need more pollinators.
we truly do. There used to be so I'm living in the house that I grew up in. My dad built it. It's awesome.
Oh, that's so
Super cool to be back there, even though my office is my old childhood room, which is a whole thing. I painted it so it's not as weird, and I took down all the posters of like my cool alt bands from when I was in high school. Which
Oh, you should have
still,
left them.
let's be real.
They're
No, I
still
mean,
cool.
I still have them. Didn't get rid of them. But no, there used to be just hundreds and hundreds, thousands of honeybees or native bees or any sort of bees flying around. You could like hear them whenever you're walking in the backyard, and they are gone. So I know there was an incident sorry, I'm like big into bees right now, so I'll stop in a second. But a couple years ago, there was a colony collapse event in the United States, and 60% of the honeybee colonies passed away, like died, and over the winter, and they don't know why. So I was originally going to wait until next year to get honeybees, but then I heard about that, and I'm like, no wonder I haven't seen any bees. So I am just jumping right in. I've been watching the University of Arkansas beekeeping series, which is 17 hours long. It's been great. So there's my honeybee tribute to my honeybees. Ghost.
I love it.
Now I will stop talking about bees, or it's
That's awesome.
gonna get dull probably, unless you are into bees.
I'm into it.
I love it.
I'm here for it.
I'm here too.
Just don't know. I don't know what to name like the honey. Like you got to name it. If you're gonna give someone a jar of honey, you have to put a label on it that has like the name of your honey, but I don't know what to call it.
Bee's knees.
That's what my husband came up with. Literally, that's what he wants to call it. So
Great minds think alike. I
I agree.
All right, it has been decided. It's the bee's knees. All right, actually, thank you.
Or I can go into the whole French thing, le miel du ciel.
But then I'd have to pronounce it right out.
Essentially, it's the honey of the sky.
Oh, that's nice.
I'm gonna say you lost me.
Yeah, I'll just call it the honey of the sky, and then I won't accidentally butcher pronunciation.
Sky honey.
So now I'm on to vegetables, my next ghost, which I'm going to try to do pretty quickly so that we can. Yeah. Oh, nice! We got some winners. Hooray, hooray. Congrats,
Congratulations.
everybody. Oh, we have a beekeeper in Minnesota.
My brother kept bees when I was growing up.
Really?
And we had a big backyard, and my mom had this huge, beautiful garden. And my brother at the very top of the garden behind a bunch of bushes had some bees that he kept. And it was funny because he just didn't really care, and he just got stung all the time. And I remember one day we were at the beach, and there was a jellyfish tide. And he had gotten stung so many times by bees that the jellyfish sting didn't hurt him at all. He was able to just swim around in the water with the jellyfish. It was wild. Core memory with bees.
That is impressive.
It was crazy.
That's wild. And that he's really wanted to swim with the jellyfish?
Well, we didn't know. We didn't know there were
Oh,
jellyfish. And I think I got stung by a chunk of jellyfish on my leg. And so I went running out of the water and he just was like, what's wrong? What are you talking about? Nothing.
did he have like the sting marks on him? He just didn't feel it at all?
No, he
Little
wasn't. It's like he had like, it was like anti-venom. Like it was so bizarre, but he didn't
wow.
get stung at all. It was
Almost
very
makes me think
strange.
of, do you all watch Brave Wilderness on YouTube and Coyote Peterson?
I
He's the
haven't
guy
seen
that
that.
gets
No.
he gets stung by all of the
Oh,
like
wait, yes,
worst
I
stings
have
in the
seen
world.
that.
Oh, I've heard
Oh
of
my
him.
gosh, yes.
Super interesting, but he can do it. I'm not doing it.
That is
Yeah,
the
I can
hottest.
barely
Well, he gets
watch it.
paid to do it, so
True.
I don't know anyone who does that for free, but to each their own, I guess.
On accident, maybe.
On accident, right? Yeah.
I mean, I'll do man versus food for free, but I ain't doing that. Getting there. Okay. I'm starting to add some detail to it. Excellent.
See, your flower ghost looks perfect.
You like it? I put
I
the
know.
love
leaves
it. The
on it.
leaves
It
are
looks amazing.
phenomenal.
Oh my gosh.
It's such a
That
good
is kinda
idea.
cute. I still have to wait a little bit to add some more detail to the little flower petals. And then I was thinking, I'm just winging it. I was thinking of putting like the little thing on the back of it so that it covers up the wire,
Like the cup
just to make it a little
of the
more
flower. Yeah.
immersive.
Yeah.
But yeah, I thought
Wow.
they were kind of
It's
cute.
so cute.
So funny. Silly little guys. Silly little flower guys.
Oh my gosh.
It's so
What a
cute.
great idea.
That is an amazing idea.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, I it came to me not long ago and I was like, okay, I want to use stuff that anybody could use at home that that would cost less than like $5 to get extra supplies for. So floral wire is like a buck or two at Walmart, and then just you can use any kind of paint really on paper, and if you use water-based paint, it actually makes the paper more malleable, so you can make little leaves that feel a little more lifelike.
Wow.
And so, yeah, I was like, let's,
Because you
think
could
outside the
buy your
box.
leaves, but why not? Why buy when you can make them yourself?
Right, and they're these sweet little leaves, and I may even add little stripy details to them as well, just for fun, if I get to that point.
Put on the detail.
Yeah, I love the details. Best part of painting is the details.
The hardest part. But it does make the biggest difference.
True.
Absolutely.
The details make you say, wow, usually.
Mm-hmm.
I just heard Owen Williams say that because so many people's channels have it on their
Wow.
channel. Wow.
Wow.
It's all the time. It's like, oh, there it is.
And you're just waiting for him to say it in every single movie.
Well, it's a
Wow.
trademark line now. Working on
So what are
this.
you painting?
Who?
Show.
Me? Oh.
Yeah.
I am working on this ghost right here. It's based off of the cup that Dr. Williams was talking about at the beginning with the crack. So I made a
Kintsugi.
black, kintsugi. So I made a regular
Nice.
base black, and I have the crack that is actually running all around the ghost, and taking something that was broken and making it new again. And I really loved that, and I wanted to, this is one of the ghosts I want to do that kind of had a mental health theme to it. And this one, it's very rainbow, but essentially the thought behind it was balance, with like the balance of colors and things like that, bringing balance to one's self. I wanted to represent that through this ghost. And this one is going to be, I'm going to try and do a night sky kind of on this one to kind of represent rest. Like, restful, there's nothing more restful than, a good night's sleep. So I was thinking, ghost with like a starry night type, so I have like this midnight blue. I mixed some of the blue and the black together and got this kind of midnight bluish color. And I want to try and do some white speckles for stars and stuff on it. And yeah, I'm slowly chipping away.
Sounds
It's
awesome.
trying, doing my best, having fun, enjoying it.
Inspiration, yeah.
And that's the thing, you can rush through it, but then you can just take your time.
Yeah, I know friends that paint Warhammer. They could paint an entire army in 10 minutes. Like, yep, table ready, and they can pump right through it. And when we do our mindful painting streams each week, I rarely finish one. It's one of those things where we slow down, take our time, kind of focus on the detail a little bit, and just being in the moment and enjoying the process. And that's one of the things why I feel how painting and art in itself, it doesn't have to be painting minis. It can be any kind of art. What is the art design form where you get the little trays with the little beads and you put them onto like the mat and it makes a design? You know what I'm talking about?
Diamond painting?
You're talking about perler beads?
Is that it?
Like where you like iron them?
No.
Are you thinking of
No.
the diamond paintings?
Yes, the diamond paintings. Even something like that is very creative and grounding in itself because, as you work
the
through.
sound too. The sound of it is so pleasant.
Yeah.
Makes a sound.
You've never heard?
Like this
Okay.
clicky sort of sound.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Oh, it's so nice.
Clicky, suction cuppy.
Yeah,
Oh,
one
it's
of
very
our
nice. Yep.
one of our ambassadors is like, well, I'm not really good at painting, but I've been doing this, and he's been streaming it, and each week he does it, and it's Polly, one of our ambassadors, and it is so satisfying hearing that little sound that like,
Mhm.
and you'll hear him get like a row of 5 at a time. And it's like, that's awesome. And it's very grounding. So it doesn't have to necessarily be, mini painting. It can be anything. Any sort of art form where you're kind of taking a moment and, creating a comfortable atmosphere for yourself and relaxing and grounding yourself, is hugely beneficial. So don't feel like you're hindered or forced to do this type of medium. I mean, Casey does amazing things with canvases and everything and oil paints, and uses she's going outside the box and using several different mediums for this. So I mean, even
It's
creating
a mixed
wreaths.
medium piece of art.
Yeah,
It
I mean,
is. Yeah.
my wife makes seasonal wreaths, and
Ooh.
she yells at me all the time because I bump into them on the door every time I come in the
No.
door. Yep, it's like, oh, I can't even fix it. But she does amazing work with it, and she'll take a few days making them, and they come out absolutely fantastic, each one of them. And it's just one of those, something creative. So if you can do some self-reflection and think of a few things, not just one, but a few different things that are creative and relaxing to you. Even just doodling, just getting a piece of paper or a pad and just drawing. You know, just seeing what comes out can be hugely beneficial. And I mean, I'm sure Justin could go into it a little bit more than I can with like the benefits of just, that creative expression.
I was actually working with a client the other day where we had touched on their love of like drawing and sketching, but because of how they were brought up and how things were in their lives, they had a hard time not finishing a piece. So with having that mentality, it's, oh, I want to start, I don't know, working on this art piece, but I can't just work on it. I have to finish it. It has to be a fully fledged, finished piece of art rather than a page in your sketchbook. So it's working on with them on being okay with the art piece not being fully complete. That it's okay to leave something imperfect, and that each variation that you do, you're just growing and learning.
I like that.
Mm-hmm.
One of
Absolutely.
the
So
things
next
that
time you do the same thing, you might try something different.
Yeah.
You were gonna say
one of
something,
the
Justin?
yeah, no, I was gonna say one of the things that like so I have a background in like fine art. That was my undergrad, and I used to get stuck in this kind of headspace where I was like, I have to finish this piece. I have to make sure, like you said, it has to be done, or it has to be like super meaningful, right? Like
Has
it
to
has
be
to be this
perfect.
super like deep, meaningful piece. And I had a friend who was very tough love, very very direct with me. He was like, why? And I was like, well, just it does. And he's like, just dude, just chill out and draw fan art. And I was like, okay, I guess. And like honestly, game changer. Like I think there's a way that we get stuck when there's a like what we call like the empty canvas anxiety. That's what my art teacher used to call it, where if it's just like, wow, there's this huge thing that hasn't been started and it feels like intimidating and oppressive, and it's just kind of going and like make a mark, start there. When we're talking about different like art activities, art directives, that's one thing about like art therapy that's really great. Is we're trained to kind of look at different art materials and different art like directives, assessments, things like that, and kind of use them as part of the process where like, you know, s- words can only get you so far sometimes, unfortunately, and sometimes it's really hard for people to like vocalize what they're feeling versus if they're like, well, it feels like, and then something, insert here. I do this with groups. One of the ones I did recently, it's one of my favorites, is all this, there's like a bunch of fancy words for it, but it's basically just a giant scribble. And so you kind of take your marker and you hold it as far back so you don't have fine motor control over it, and you just kind of drag it all over the paper. And then you spend the time, you can thicken the lines, or you can like add more, or you can do whatever you want. And the goal of it is, once you get these kind of like cells made, you kind of have drawn all around them, is the focus is then to zone in one by one. And so the idea is, instead of looking at this huge thing and getting overwhelmed and being like, oh my God, there's so much, you're looking at one little thing in front of you. And it helps us kind of train our brain to say, like, there's a lot going on. There's a lot of things happening. This feels very overwhelming. But if I stop and I just focus on one thing at a time and I breathe through it and I focus on it, it can be really helpful to like start kind of training our brain to do that. And like I did it with a client the other day and I was like, yeah, let's talk while we do it. And neither one of us talked. We just got so like zoned into it. And like at the end, I was like, oh, whoops. They're like, it's okay. I actually didn't want to talk, so I'm glad you didn't say anything. I was like, great, awesome. Sounds good. And so it can be really nice to just say, like, I need a second. I can just kind of zone in. It's fun to draw fan art. I mean, good lord, I don't know how many people I know that just like doodle their favorite Pokemon
Yeah.
from time to time.
Oh, absolutely.
And that could
I
be so
remember
fun.
seeing an artist on TikTok. I don't remember what their name is, but their thing was creating ink blot monsters.
I've
So they
seen
would,
that one. I've
yeah, he
seen
would
that
just
artist before.
put like these ink blots and blow on the ink, and it would make this pattern
Nice.
and then draw a monster from that. And it is so cool.
Mm-hmm.
Interesting. Haven't seen that one.
I
If
like
I,
I like that kind of work because it feels like we put a lot of pressure on ourselves to make things that are like worthy, and it's like you have to have a vision for something, and you have to make it worthy of social media. Like what's the point unless you're going to post it? And it's like it's nice to see artists like that who just kind of allow their tools to carry them, and it's just like leaning into your artwork in that way is super super cool and inspiring to me.
and I think the thing with social media, as good of a tool as social media can be, it also robs people from like the humanity of things that we do. So I'll give you an example. So I'm going to talk about golf a little bit. Over the weekend, it was the Masters, arguably the biggest golf tournament in the world. And the thing with the course that they play, which is called Augusta National, it's a very old course and it's very focused on tradition. And with Augusta National is you can't go play the course if you're not a member. It's a whole thing. But even with the people going to the tournament to watch the tournament, you are not allowed to bring your cell phone onto the course. So there are hundreds of thousands of people on the course watching this tournament, no one with a cell phone.
Love
So
that.
you're forced to just focus on the moment compared to like any other sporting event. Rather than watching what is going on, people watch it through their screens.
Yeah.
Interesting.
I've seen that with concerts a lot too. People
Mhm.
have to put their phones in those specially magnetic sealed bags, and they can't unlock them until they leave the venue. I kind of love that.
That's what my daughter has to do with her phone at school. They have to
Yep.
lock them up like in those pouches,
Mm.
and they unlock them at the end of the day. I know I was thinking about the Nordic Spa. Do we have a Nordic Spa up here? You have to lock up your phone, and I love it so much.
That's
So
great.
you just
Yeah.
get to focus on like just
Just be.
just being
Oh no, I
in
have
each
to
other's
exist in the
presence.
moment.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, that's why I enjoy doing things like that. It kind of, even though we're streaming, it kind of unplugs you for a minute, and you know, even though Casey and Seraphin, she does Lego builds and stuff like that. Even though you're still streaming and sharing in that moment, but you're still not staring at a screen. You're working with something in your hands, and it's very grounding and also rewarding, frankly.
Well, Lego is such a fun mindfulness exercise.
Mm,
What is?
I love me some Lego. Lego.
Oh,
big time.
I got the Lord of the Rings, the Shire set. With
Ooh.
all
Oh my
the
gosh.
whole- Oh, Casey, you were with me. It was
I
after
was
the
there.
live stream, and I was so tired. I think at one point I fell asleep as I was standing there in the mall. But I impulse bought this Lego set, and it's the greatest thing ever. I haven't put a Lego together in so long, and it totally was like such a good way to decompress after Game to Give, which was such a fun campaign. But you're going at 125 miles an hour for 2
Oh,
straight
for
months.
sure.
And just being able to like go home and like I can just listen to fantasy music and put Legos together, and it tells me exactly
Yes.
what's so interesting about Legos is I was following the instructions and I was like, they could have combined these two pieces and then I wouldn't have had to put two different pieces like on in two different times. You know, if they had just put like made this piece like a little bit bigger, I could have done this more efficiently. And I've thought about that a couple times before. I'm like, wait, that's not the point of Legos. The point of Legos is not efficiency and like having the thing done. It's the act of building it. And like having to like retrain my brain of like, this is, you're supposed to enjoy this, like, and have fun putting this together. It's supposed to have a lot of pieces. It's the act of it that's like so cathartic and like again like the mindfulness. So it was just interesting. Like, wish I
And
could
we
put this
went
together
to
faster.
yeah, we went to the hobby shop over the weekend to get the paints, and they had the Lego Eiffel Tower there,
Ooh.
and it's 10,001 pieces,
oh, thanks.
and it
Sounds
stands about
amazing.
5 feet tall,
I'll send that to
which is
Seraphin Red.
it's amazing. But when you think about it, it is an exercise in one dedication,
Oh
mindfulness,
yeah.
resiliency. Because
Patience.
again, it is a big Lego set.
That is huge. I know uh Miss Lupo, she put together the Hogwarts castle, and I don't know how big that is, but oh my gosh. And I know
It is very big.
there's been several
Very
times
big.
I've been in the store and I've seen these Lego sets like the botanicals and stuff like that, and instantly Seraphim comes across my mind. I'm like, oh, I should get this for her and send it to her. And then I'll look through. She already has it. She's already built it. Like, there's no point in even looking at the store anymore because she's pretty much built everything that I'm looking at.
Lego
I'm really
expert.
big on the
I-
botanicals because my cats can't chew them.
Mm.
That's so valid. That's the
Yeah,
only
I've done a
plants that get stayed locked up in a room. The only ones I get to have out are the botanicals.
Yeah, I
Yep.
have a few of the botanicals in my office, and I have the like the bamboo trees, and I have the cherry blossom,
Mm-hmm.
and I put some of the Lego LED kits on it, and it just looks so good.
Mm, yeah, those LED kits are so cool.
They're a pain to put in, I can tell you that.
I
Oh,
had
really?
no
You have to-
idea how
'cause
long
you
it
have
takes to put those in.
because you have to build the model, and then you get your light kit, and then you have to pull the model apart in certain places to then
Oh, sure.
route the wire in between bricks.
Itty
Mm,
Oh.
bitty little wires.
you're building it twice, basically.
So I got the light kit for my tall neck from Horizon Zero Dawn, and it took
Ooh.
me. It's so pretty. I also have a light
Oh,
kit
I'm
for the Millennium
sure.
Falcon too that I haven't put on yet.
The big or the
Will
medium one?
soon. The medium one, not the largest
Okay.
one.
The This is the 25th or 30th anniversary one?
Yeah.
Yeah, I have that one too. I just don't have the light kit for it.
I'll say it's funny you mentioned the light kit for the tall neck. I've been looking at that and I'm like, man, do I really want to? It took me a while to build the thing.
It's
Do I want to add one? And I'm sure
it's
it looks
worth.
so good. I'm just
Yeah.
like, I don't want to move it. I don't want to breathe
Yeah.
on it. You know, like
Yeah, I have the light kit for the Optimus Prime, and it looks really good.
oh, whoop.
You just can't transform him.
Oh.
Oh
Really?
no.
Yeah, because you can transform him in the regular like Lego version, but if you have the light kit on it, because of where the wire's on, you essentially choose I want him in robot mode or I want him in truck mode.
Oh, interesting.
I chose the robot mode because it's not a transformer if it's just a vehicle.
I was gonna say, fair
Just a
enough.
truck
I
otherwise,
would
yeah.
probably have chosen the same.
It's more than meets the eye. I'll tell you that.
Okay, I finished another ghost.
What did you?
Yay.
Finishing
Yay.
another ghost. It's vegetables and fruit.
Ooh.
A close up.
There better be tomatoes on that
Of
ghost.
course, there's tomatoes is the first thing I
Better be
painted.
tomatoes on that ghost. I love it.
So let's see.
Oh, that
Ridley
looks
and I
great.
share a
Oh,
lot
it's
of
green.
commonalities. Tomatoes are one of them.
This ghost is green, which is why it's showing up as blue on the green screen background.
Oh.
Oh, makes sense.
I'm like, wait, what
Oh,
the heck
yeah.
is up with that? Okay. Um, you get the idea. I have tomatoes, blueberries, beets, carrots, blackberries, peaches, and green apples.
That is so
Ta-da.
creative.
Ooh.
Yeah. Well,
love
they're
it.
just it's just a bunch of little dots is what it is because they're so small, but they're the correct color. Yeah, okay, and we'll do a raffle now. And we're gonna do a raffle and the secret code to join our emblem raffle. So we're gonna select 5 winners, and the winners are going to get randomly. You don't get to pick the emblem that you get, but we're giving out a repeat, a neon fade, dark hero, look up, and 1,000 hugs. So enter the raffle. 5 people will randomly be chosen, and yeah, you will make sure your DMs are open, and not Mash will reach out. And yeah, it's a exclamation point tomato.
Woo,
It'll be
tomatoes.
open for about a minute. Yeah.
I too have finished another ghost. My bouquet is coming together.
Oh boy.
Oh my god, it's so cute.
Wow.
It is
I love
looking
them.
amazing.
That
They're
is.
so
Sweet.
silly. They're so
I love it
funny.
so much.
I'm so excited.
They look incredible. I'm like the leaves are astonishing to me.
I'm putting them in a little. I'll put them in a little vase.
Oh, cute.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
That's so funny. They're so silly. They remind me of Alice in Wonderland for some reason.
Mm.
Uh,
Yeah, like a little bit of a
Like they could have
real,
faces almost, you know?
definitely. Mm-hmm.
That's kind of, I don't know. Oh, one of my lamps died.
I'm gonna make this one tie-dye. And we're gonna see how that goes.
All right. I'm almost done with this one. I gotta let it dry a little more. And one of the things I was talking about towards the beginning was, setting up an atmosphere. In the background, I have some music playing, and quite fitting, it's the Beyond Light soundtrack, which is very just
Oh, it's such a
relaxing.
good
Such
one.
a good one.
Yeah. And it fits so well into this moment. And again, thank you so much to, Casey and Seraphin and Justin and Dr. Williams and Britley and everybody for being a part of this moment. This is absolutely a wonderful experience. And anytime that us and, myself get to share in moments like this, it's really a highlight and a highlight to the year. And thank you so much for taking part in this. This is super super special, and thank you very much. And thank you everybody who's watching and tuning in as well, and helping helping support us with the campaign and everything this month. We cannot thank everybody enough. Appreciate all of you.
All of the support is so appreciated.
Yes, and it's been absolutely incredible just seeing the amount of creativity from everybody tonight. I knew I was going to get put to shame, but man,
Oh, same here, Joe.
I'm super proud of everybody's creativity, and that's just another point of why this medium is just such a great outlet for like that creative expression. Um, you know, painting minis like we are right now, this outlet really does allow for the expression of individuality and imagination to come out. I mean, it's such a satisfying experience to see a project like I'm watching everybody's come to life, which really does, with everybody, with sharing all of our stuff together right now, that sense of accomplishment can be a real boost to somebody's confidence and be a real like personal fulfillment with creating something. You know, I love taking something that was primed black an hour ago and bringing it to life. I think it's such a wonderful opportunity to do that as I trail off into deep thought as I'm painting shading on leaves right now. So I apologize. I got super into that moment.
I think we all felt that though.
Yeah.
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 I'm just really
Like we all
happy
felt
to.
what you were explaining. Yeah, like as you were talking about it, I'm like, yeah, this is you're narrating like what's going through my mind right now. So
Yeah.
thanks for
And
putting into words, is what I meant to say.
no, no problem. Seraphin and Casey have
yes.
done a few mindful painting nights with us, and it's always such a wonderful opportunity to spend time with amazing people in the community but see just how creative everyone is and sharing in these moments and stuff. And this is something, if you're part of a, community, or if you want to be a part of a community, I mean, it's such a wonderful medium to get into. And there are people everywhere who will be more than happy to share in these moments, just like how supportive Guardians have always been in the franchise and everything through Destiny 1, Destiny 2, helping, little lights and everyone, new lights coming into the game with going through content and running nightfalls and just being there for one another. It's wonderful opportunity. But if you give me 1 second, I have to actually get another paper towel, because if you haven't noticed, I am an absolute mess with my hands right now, and I only grab one paper towel. 2 seconds.
Sarah, what were you gonna say? I think I might have cut you off.
Oh.
Oh, sorry.
I'm just really happy to be here with you guys and doing this again. Like the pictures from last year popping up when I was at Bungie representing Guardians Mental Health. And man, it was just like one of the highlights of my year, and I miss it so much. Everything, there's a bunch of snow here still. And I remember like this time last year, everything down there was so green. I was like, oh, it's so beautiful. We had a lot of like really beautiful sunny days down there too. And then I got to hang out with Casey and Atlas too. And it was the best time.
Yeah, it was seriously so great to have you down here. I know, it was great. And then I got to see you again at GCX.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just like the friends that I've made through this role, through the foundation, but especially with Guardians Mental Health, like it's just like instant friends is what it feels like, people that
Yeah.
honestly are just so good, like true to their core, and you care so much about other people. I think it really sets you apart, and you know, it just goes to show just how wonderful you are and how much your community loves you, all of you, everyone on the stream. And I know there's lots of folks in chat too, just everyone who upholds like
Yes.
everything we've been talking about today, the positivity and helping one another, and how can we be mindful in our day-to-day lives, but also like spread that sort of the joy and the understanding to those around us, and raising your kids with those same not expectations, maybe a little bit, but the same
Values?
knowledge and values. Thank you, values. It's something that gives me hope every day, which I think is
Yeah.
needed a lot.
Absolutely. And, don't count yourself short in all the wonderful work the foundation does. You work with 27 children's hospitals now, or is it more now?
I think it's more now.
That's incredible.
I think it's over 30 now. Mm-hmm.
That is
That is amazing.
Yes. Yes. The Little Lights and the Games to Give is such a wonderful event each year, but just seeing the amazing impact. When we took part in the Games to Give, I read like 3 paragraphs. I had all this stuff prepared. God help me if I could find it now, because I was going to reiterate on it. But the amazing work and support that the Bungie Foundation has made, and working, to help bring, tablets and iPads to children, to bring a little bit of joy during a difficult time for them and their families, as well as, just the wonderful support for initiatives like us at Guardians Mental Health, but also natural disasters around the world, situations that, upearths a family, and, are very stressful times. The Bungie Foundation has been there to help support and, give support for that, with, our friends, with, Team Rubicon, as well as, Stack Up, but also the wildfires down in Australia, the fires in Maui, there's so many natural disasters that have happened that the Bungie Foundation and Guardians around the world has rallied to help support and get people through those. And it's such an incredible, incredible effort that you and everyone does. It's very motivating for us to keep moving forward as well, and to do more in the community and for others as well. You're an inspiration.
Thank you. Oh, well, I mean, I think you nailed it when you said like the Bungie Foundation and the community. Because the Bungie Foundation, we have these connections with these amazing charity organizations that fit under our three core pillars, which is children's health and well-being, so our Little Lights program, humanitarian aid, so yeah, helping with natural disasters, and then ID&E, which Stress Awareness Month, Pride Month, like all of the uh, heritage months and awareness months that are represented by the clubs that we have at Bungie, our IDEA clubs. Those are our core pillars. And so we absolutely love supporting them. We get to meet wonderful people like you, but we're only able to support all of these amazing causes and do this much good in the world because of the community. All of the money that we donate comes directly from the community. So everyone who donates to receive this Love is the Mind Saver emblem, the $10, like that goes directly to Guardians Mental Health. All of the money that was raised during Game to Give goes straight back into these initiatives. We don't have like an outside source of funds that are coming in. It's 100% from the community, fundraising in their own individual campaigns because they're eating the bean boozles that people are donating for. And,
Ugh.
you know, yeah, I know. Oh,
Joe's having
we had you in
nightmares.
the live stream. It was terrible, but it's I, we can't take credit for any of that because we're here because the community's here and because you all showed up tonight to watch us paint some minis and get a little bit more awareness of Stress Awareness Month and Guardians Mental Health and all the initiatives that you provide to people. So of course we absolutely love being here and this is amazing, but we wouldn't be here if it wasn't for everyone watching the stream and everyone playing the game and everyone donating for the emblems and the cosmetics and just being here to support one another and having that passion for good for the Bungie Foundation for Guardians Mental Health. So I would turn it back around and say thank you to you and thank you to everybody who's watching for being here because we wouldn't be here if it wasn't for our amazing community, literally. You're the ones that keep the ball rolling. So
100% agree.
I
100% agree.
couldn't have said it any better.
Well, that's our stream for tonight. Good night, everybody. No, no, it's absolutely, you're 100% correct. And, we say thank you every time as well, because, if it wasn't for the community, we wouldn't be here and we wouldn't be doing or having the impact that we have in the community if it wasn't for them. And, with ongoing support, we're always exploring new avenues and new tools and new resources and, identifying areas in the community that are lacking and aim to fill that void and create something, truly special that is accessible to everyone to have the best opportunity to make an impact with people and give them an avenue to further learning and have access and help them on their their mental health journeys. And because we all need a little bit of help from time to time, and one of the most difficult things can be asking for it, or having some self-reflection and seeing that that you need help and recognizing when to. So we always try our best to try and be there for the community. And yeah, sorry, I'm gonna start rambling. You're getting me emotional. Sorry. But I'm almost done with this one right here. But I want to put a little bit of like night kind of white and purple, like lavender. I'm not going to sit here and cough
Sarah, what
for
are you
another
doing
5
now?
minutes.
I want to know what
Well-
red one Sarah's painting.
I've been going through like a kind of a creative block, so I decided I would just like kind of go with the flow. And I just kind of picked colors that I really like and put them on some of the white shells here. And I have this
Hmm.
red shell here, and I'm looking at it, and I'm like, you know, it kind of looks like the Bungie Foundation colors. So I'm going to attempt to draw some
Ah.
little hearts on it. We'll see
Oh,
how it goes.
cute. What a good idea.
I love
Yeah,
that
I was like, these are
idea.
totally Bungie Foundation colors.
Love it.
Yeah.
I had to stop painting for a minute though because my cat jumped up on my desk.
Oh no.
And then she
As
went for a
cats
shoulder
do.
ride, and I was freaking out a little bit. I was just staying very still. I was like, "Oh no, please don't knock over all of the things I have up here or step in the paint."
That's what cats do best.
Yep.
If I fits, I sits.
That's
What's
Air's
the-
meow for you.
Is that her
There's
name?
some kind of
Is that her
distinct
name?
phrase
Air's
of, like,
meow. Yeah.
cats do like to be part of things that require exactly 0 cats. And so
She's got green eyes too.
I've been
She's kind of
spending
like
off
the same
mine the whole
color as
night
Air's.
too.
I don't have to worry
I
about
feel like
that.
if I got a
have
cat, my
office
house would never be
dogs.
clean again because they'd be stepping in the oil paint all the time.
Oh,
Everywhere.
That's happened to me before. It sucks.
it sucks.
My cat had blue paws for like a week.
Oh my
Oh
god.
no.
Literally, I was like living like the Blue's Clues life. There was like little blue paw prints like leading all over my house. I was like, oh no.
Shepherd likes it when I do ceramics. He's weird. He likes like playing with rocks in the backyard. Like it's really weird. He'll find like a big rock and he'll spend the whole day like he'll walk up to it and he'll pull it like turn it over with his paws. And he'll turn around the other way and he'll pick it up and he'll roll it again. It's super weird. I don't get it. He's got this whole like rock hole in the backyard with his favorite rock where it's odd.
He's got a
Shepherd.
system, okay?
It's you know
He
what?
knows what he's
It's
about.
important when he gets really excited, he like sprints over to his rock and he rolls it over. So he likes rocks, he likes licking rocks. And so he loves my clay. So I'm like, does he have a mineral deficiency? I don't know. The doctor says he's fine. But because like horses do that if they like lick or like eat dirt and stuff, it's because they have like a mineral deficiency. Anyways,
Yeah.
he's fine. He's just weird. He loves it when I'm doing ceramics and he'll come up and he'll like lick the pottery. So every time like I finish a piece and he's in the room, I have to like be super careful because he'll go up and like try to lick it and like fold the whole thing over. So luckily the cat stays out of my way because there's water involved with ceramics, but no, it's the things that they get into is astonishing. You turn your back for 1 second and the clay is gone.
Yeah, but then you have amazing stories like that to share.
Yeah, I see the teeth marks in that one. Aries made his mark.
I mean, listen, in 100 years, when your pottery is in fine art museums, they'll know that it's really yours by the teeth marks.
Because of the dog teeth.
There will be no faking it. They'll know. I always say that about my mom. My mom's an artist too, and it's called encaustic art, which is this like ancient art form of beeswax and tree resin. It's really cool. And she has a dog named Millie, who's the sweetest, cutest little dog ever. But boy,
Love
does that dog
Millie.
shed. And so usually a stray Millie hair ends up in the wax. And I say, this is how people will know that it's not a fake encaustic, a famous Mamaroo encaustic.
Yeah, it's got the Millie hair right here.
You can tell by the Millie hair. Yep.
Yep. Who needs an certificate of authenticity when you already know? See that hair in the bottom right? That's it right there.
That's the hair, so you know.
That's right. That's right.
Picturing like those fine art shows where people like bring up this piece and like, I found this in my grandmother's attic, and she told me the story of how she got it, blah blah blah. And then the curator's like, oh, I know that this is real because this style is very specific. I can absolutely see that for Mama Ruth and Millie's long hair.
Absolutely. The Millie hair. I even end up with Millie hairs in my paintings sometimes. If anybody sees a painting of mine, it has like a weird little squiggly thing because she has wavy hair. If there's a weird little squiggly thing somewhere, just know that it's real.
That's great.
It's an authentic painting.
Love it.
My dog comes with me everywhere.
Mm.
I love the fact that all of your pets so far are named after Destiny characters.
I have Cade, and I have Eris Meow, and I have Ikora Ray.
Yep.
Definitely a theme.
Yes.
I
Hmm.
love sets of pets with themes. Ours are all space. So
Ooh, what are
Nice.
they?
so we have Cosmo, he's one of our dogs, and then we have a cat named Io, which is I was like, I want a good
Jupiter's moon.
good majestic name, and she's a klutz.
Mm.
Also, Io was one of our favorite like places to hang out when we were playing Destiny together. And we got her not too long after we moved in together, and then we got another one who came with the name, so we don't have to rename him, but his name's Dipper. He's a big chunky orange cat, so he's great.
Perfect.
And then we just, I think, almost a year ago now, got a puppy and named him Orion.
Nice.
And he is a little punk, but
What kind of
I'm
puppy?
I'm learning like the different types of Goldens. I was like, yeah, Goldens are chill, and I'm like,
Mm.
oh, there's the red ones. The red ones are the
They're
working
they're
ones.
spunky.
And I'm like, I still like his. We know for a fact his mom was golden, and like they didn't really specify. And like the more I'm watching him, I'm like, okay, so the field one. Okay, got it. Like just let him go run his zoomies at 2 in the morning and hop back in bed after that. So like he's very quirky, but I was like, we every time we take him to the vet, they're like, oh, you guys again, yeah, the ones with the space pets, and I was like, yes, that's us.
Space pets.
Thanks.
So funny. Sometimes I'll be
That
walking
would have
my
been a really.
golden,
Oh,
and
go ahead.
people be like, "Oh, it's a puppy," and I'm like, "I mean, he's 7.
Puppy at heart.
He's a forever puppy."
Space Pets is a really good name for an 80s cartoon.
Yeah.
Honestly, yeah, I could see that. They, Dipper came in like we got him from the local like shelter, and I had a friend who worked there, and she's like, oh yeah, like I told her which one she got. She's like, oh my god, she's like, yeah, I love them, and I was like, she's like, they came in with a bunch of other ones. I was like, oh, what were their names? And they were all named after like Gravity Falls characters. Um,
Mm.
and so they had Mabel, they had Grundle, they had like all these other characters that they just had named him after. And I was like, well, love that either way. I was like, we go for space, but also that's a solid cartoon. Anyone hasn't seen it.
It's amazing. Me and my daughter actually used to pause the last frame to figure out the code. Because
Huh.
at the end of every episode, they have like a secret code in the wrap up on like the last frame. So if you pause it, there will be like a code at the end of every episode. And it has like a little kind of saying, like the you can look online for like the decoder and print it out. And we used to do that together.
That's fun.
Yeah, she dressed up like Mabel too, and I just never could pull off a good Grunkle Stan. So, oh, what should I do? This one. Oh, oh. How's your Goku Ghost coming out, Doc?
It's coming out pretty good.
Good. I'm wicked proud of you.
Yeah.
Congratulations on your first time painting minis too.
I don't know
I
how
love
well
it.
it's
That's so
coming out.
cool.
Is it really your first time?
Yeah.
This is my
Wow.
first time.
And it has a little purple and blue one.
Oh, that's super pretty.
Nice.
That's
And
pretty.
I'm taking inspiration from Joe with the Kintsugi, and I'm doing a black and gold Kintsugi.
Nice.
You know what? I
Ooh.
actually have. Hang on. Let's see. From our last mindful painting night, I have my last ghost shell, and I hadn't finished it, of doing kintsugi on it. And so I carved out
Oh.
cracks in it, and I put glue gun and then gold leafing on it. So I love that the kintsugi theme is kind of
It's so pretty.
following through
Yeah.
the
That's
next
awesome.
It
night,
looks so
the next paint
good.
night. That one was really fun.
Wow.
I was so excited that you guys invited me back. I feel like one of the things I always say is that I want art to be accessible to everybody and like approachable. And so I feel like GMH really does that, and I love that.
Thank you. We're super happy that that you were able to come back with us. And I actually thought you gave that away a while ago as like a giveaway during Games to Give. I'm super
I was going to, but then it I didn't have time to finish it in time for the end, and I didn't want to rush it. So I was like, maybe we save that for next year Game to Give giveaway, or some other charity, something. But I loved that, and I love this. This is super fun, and I'm like I said, I'm so glad you guys invited me back.
Well, thank you so much. Really, it's all Sarah.
What?
I was
last time.
yeah, I was too nervous to reach out to Casey directly, so Sarah.
Oh, you're so silly. Remember, I already agreed. I already agreed to it too.
Oh yeah. I'm like, can
I
you reach
did.
out to Casey?
No, I'm, like I said, very honored to have been invited. I really appreciate it.
Absolutely. I mean, you create such a welcoming, safe space in your content while creating art, and it's so awesome. Just you're incredibly talented, but just very knowledgeable as well too, and you make it a welcoming craft to get into, and it's very motivating to others. So we're very thankful for you,
Thank you.
coming back on with us. And when I'm not gonna lie, when the Bungie Foundation, when Bungie Store had a sale last year for Bungie Day, the large ghosts were on sale. I'm not gonna lie, I bought like 6 of them. So we're gonna be painting full size ghosts again for Mental Health Awareness Month too.
This one right there.
Yeah.
Yep, I already sent one to Dr. Williams. Yep, so
I love
it
it.
was
fun last time.
It was a lot of fun, and I look forward to it. And it's such a fun thing. I think what was it? Games to Give. I did 2 for Games to Give. For a mindful painting night, and one was a servitor. So I printed out a servitor and painted it and put it on a little corner of like a wall, kind of that. And then I printed out I did a walker. So we, the community got to watch me. The cat actually damaged the front of that one, but they yeah. Well,
oh, I love that.
Moo, he's the resident I don't know, gymnast. I don't know. He climbs all over everything, and in my office, if he gets in here, he likes to climb up on the computer towers, but then get as high as possible. And there's a window up high, and he likes to climb up and just sit on the ledge. But when he jumps down right here. And I had the spider the walker sitting there, and he landed on it. But
Oh
hey,
no.
he was fine though. You know, Ooh, he made it just fine. But no, I love being able to create stuff, and anytime we get to do stuff together, it's always a wonderful experience, and hopefully it encourages and motivates others to do the same as well too. You know, don't be afraid. Pick up a brush and you know get creative. Make something. And you'd be surprised what you'd be able to make. I was gonna try and make this into like lava, but I don't know if I have time.
Hmm. I think another thing people fall into is it's like this. I mean, it's kind of like gear fear, but for painting, and it's like you wanting to do something and not waste your materials. And I fall into it too. I'll have like a special panel that I'm like, I don't, I have to put something amazing on this or else it's a waste. And so I feel like the paint kits and everything, it's like, just do it, you have the resources, just do it. And I feel like it breaks down the sort of barriers for entry for just getting into art. And I really love that a lot.
Yeah, thank you. That was one of our goals right there, just to give people the tools and the resources and everything to just dive in. And one of the inserts we have in all of the mindful painting kits is actually a color by numbers. So if you don't know where to start, if you scan the QR code inside it, somebody on our team will actually paint with the same brushes, collapsible water cups, and paints and everything, that same model with you. So you can follow along if you're more of like a visual learner, to make it a little bit more easier to digest and kind of move into a
That's
direction.
really cool. It's like
Yeah.
Bob Ross. Bob
Yeah.
Ross for minis.
Just
There's
no
a couple
cool
of happy
throws.
trees.
You know what?
Yeah, I love that. That's great.
Yeah. So we try and make it as easy for people to get into the hobby, and
Moving all barriers. I love that.
yeah, and it's a lot of fun. And I'll tell you what, Sarah did so good on these mini goes. I mean,
Oh my gosh, I know. She spent so much time like hand touches on all of them. That's like actually incredible.
Yeah, they're phenomenal.
yeah, I remember
They
one night
printed
she.
out pretty well, but they still had some little bits sticking on it just from 3D printing, and I wanted to make sure it felt nice in your hand while holding it, like nice and smooth around the edges, so you're not like poking yourself while trying to get in there and get all these little details.
So you hand sanded these?
This girl
Yes.
sanded these by hand.
That's so many.
Over
Thank
100.
you. Oh my gosh.
She is amazing.
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 I was mostly watching Casey streams while sanding them.
Nice.
Yeah,
It's a team effort then.
Yep.
it was. There was one night that Sarah reached out during the day and was like, "Is it okay if I stream sanding these? Like, because just I'm gonna be working on them, and it's like a talk night. Yeah, go right ahead." So it was kind of fun watching her, in the process of just sanding. And she didn't say what she was doing it for. She just was sanding them on stream and chatting with people. It was really fun.
New category on Twitch, just sanding.
Just sanding.
Just sanding.
It's gonna catch on.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Real quick, I finished another one. Finished my tie-dye.
Yay.
Ooh,
Tie-dye.
Yeah.
Blooming
Which
through these.
No.
I thought about doing
Are
tie-dye,
you
but I wasn't
kidding
exactly
me?
sure how
Ooh.
to execute
Oh,
it.
Fun.
Ooh, I
That
love
looks
it.
cool.
tie-dye pins.
Oh wow.
I did like some spirals. There's a blue one on one side and there's a red one up here. And I did the
Ooh.
good old-fashioned zigzag on the top. One blue and gosh, there's green in there. You just can't tell because of the background.
Right.
Yeah. Oh, and the back looks really bad. But that's okay because you will never see the back.
I love it.
Yeah.
That's so cool.
And with that,
Very Britley coded.
thank you. Channeled my inner Grateful Dead for that one. Matches my my turtle. Jerry.
Terrapin. Yeah, I love it.
Yeah, my Terrapin
Nice.
Are you Grateful Dead fan too?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
I've
We're
been
gonna
to
talk
the.
about that later.
I've been to a lot of shows. Jerry Garcia band and Rat Dog and all that.
Okay, we're going to talk about this because that will take up the entire rest of the stream. But we do have a raffle. We have to do a raffle, which again for anyone who was not here before, raffle for emblems. In chat, type in ! tie-dye because of the tie-dye ghost. And if you were selected, we're going to choose 5 winners. And then those 5 winners will randomly receive one of the following emblems, totally random. Repeat, Neon Fade, Dark Hero, Look Up, and 1,000 Hugs are the emblems that we're giving away in this raffle. This will be open for about a minute, and then Not Mashed will set the raffle to pick the 5 winners, and then she'll DM you if you're the winner. So just make sure that you have your DMs open.
Wow, so if one person wins, 5 people get emblems?
5.
That
There
is
are 5 winners.
wow. That's
5
awesome.
winners.
5
Yeah,
winners.
that's
Yeah.
cool.
Yeah. 5 people are like chosen from the raffle. And one thing about mini painting, I will say, is my posture is terrible.
Well,
I
yeah.
agree.
I end up like becoming a shrimp in my chair, getting closer and closer. I should put my glasses on. That might help.
So one thing we encourage
Need one of
every
those magnifying glasses.
Yes.
yeah, that's a thing. One of the things we encourage every 2 hours is to actually stretch. And usually when we're live for a mindful painting night, chat is not hesitant with doing posture and hydration checks. So I never really have to correct myself because usually chat's keeping an eye out for me. But I did stretch when I went and got a water. But yeah, it's very hard to keep a
In
good posture
my stream,
while
we call it the unshrimp
Mhm.
command.
I love it. The unshrimp command.
The unshrimp.
We have unshrimp, caffeinate, and hydrate.
The 3 essentials.
Some people do all 3.
Yeah. 3 essentials.
Let's see about this.
Well, technically, caffeinating is hydration.
Thank you. Yes, that's true. Boy,
It both hydrates
I have to
and
fight people on
dehydrates.
that one.
There's
Yeah,
water and
well,
coffee.
Yeah, and the thing is, the amount of dehydration you're gonna get, because again, coffee is a mild diuretic, is offsetted by the fact that it is like what, 85% water.
Yeah.
Boy, I feel like I found my people here.
Mhm.
Okay, I actually like that. I'm adding like a little backing to it with paper so that it doesn't look ugly with the glue gun on the back.
Kind of looks like a
Adorable.
dandelion
Mm.
from the
It
back.
does. Whoops, kind of does. Let's see if I can get it on there.
They're so incredibly cute.
I love these little guys. Oh yeah, that totally works. Oh my gosh, we're gonna finish them all like that. There we go. Oh, there we go. They've got a little
Sold.
backing, so you can't see the.
Oh
name.
man,
my
that
God.
is
Perfect.
That is adorable.
Cute.
Precious.
Precious.
you're gonna get requests from
Silly little
people for
guys.
those.
They're just silly little
Right.
guys. What'd you say?
You're gonna get requests for those from people.
Sarah and I
Can I
should start
take a
business.
commission?
There we go.
That is funny. Need a better yellow. I only otherwise don't shake it and then open it. Right. Let's see.
Aside from mindful painting, what are all of your like go-to relaxation, decompress hobbies or activities or just
That's a
time?
great question.
It is.
And that comes right into a self-care toolkit. For me personally, I love mini painting. I love the grounding of it. After a stressful week, this is what I like to do. But if I'm not really in the mood or really feeling it or it feels forced, one thing I've been doing is going for night walks. So around like 8:30 at night, when it's nicer out, not when it's like -10 degrees outside. Going for a walk around the block where we live, and where we used to live, it was at the top of a lake. So it was nice to go out, and we had an orchard right next to us. So I would go out and walk out into the orchard and loop back around the property. So it was getting back into nature a little bit. And right now, with the season changes, gardening has been, we're getting a lot of seedlings down and stuff, playing with the dirt, getting in our hands and stuff, getting outside, has been really, really wonderful to do for me personally.
Have you been gardening
With-
Can I
for a
ask
while?
what you're planting?
Yeah.
I want to know what's in the dirt. What's in the dirt?
Well, as a shocker, tomatoes is one.
Yay!
You can't go wrong with tomatoes.
Yeah.
I mean, that
They're
is
so good.
it's the one thing, but it's cherry tomatoes, like they're the little
Oh,
ones.
those
not,
are the best.
yeah, and
Tomatoes.
I like those better in salads and everything. I'm not like a big, like my mother could take a tomato from the garden, cut it into slices, hit some salt and pepper on it, and just eat it as is. And
Oh,
Oh
I,
yeah.
Oh,
yeah,
Oh yeah.
I'm not about that life.
Mhm.
I have to have
It's the
the,
Just put
best.
a
I
little bit
like
of
this.
parsley, some bocconcini
Yeah,
balls, a little bit of balsamic vinaigrette.
yeah, yeah. That sounds delicious for you. That is, I like the snappiness of, like, the little bit of crunch you get from the skin of the little ones, the cherry tomatoes. Cucumbers. We have basil, parsley, thyme, um, and then we also have green peppers, as well as chili peppers. Right now,
Are they red hot?
well, they're not super hot. They're just the chili, the little chilies.
I got you. I got the joke.
Yeah, I like to take them when they're ripe and everything. I'll get them and I'll actually dry them out on a line, because my grandmother used to
Barista.
do it. Yeah, my grandmother used to do it, and I love it. And she used to use them for cooking, and that's what I do. I hang them up and I use them. Periodically I'll grind them down, or chop them up real quick, real fine, and throw them in sauce or something. I absolutely love that. That's what we have going on right now.
Nice.
heck yeah. Ever
Yeah.
tried the cherry tomato called Sun Gold? The yellow one?
Yes. Oh,
Those are
They're
really good.
the
the best.
best. I
The
plant
best.
at least 6 plants of Sun Gold every year because most of them
So
don't even make
good.
it into the house because I just eat them as I'm gardening.
Ugh.
But if you
Little
like cherry
snacks.
tomatoes, they're super sweet and they're gold. They're golden. That's why they're called Sun Golds, and they're super prolific. Mine normally get like 7 feet tall.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Would recommend. They're not like super snappy, but gosh, are they the most delicious. You can dry them too. Make some like sun-dried tomatoes on your grill or something. I'm hungry.
They make
Making me
very
hungry.
sweet sun-dried tomatoes, which is really nice. They're
Mhm.
great for sauces too. You can literally just roast them in the oven and then stick them in a blender with some butter, and it's like the best cherry tomato sauce you'll ever make.
Mhm, mhm.
So for the dawning this year, we're gonna do like a cooking show, or that would be fun. Or a Bungie cooking show. Get those tomatoes and do some recipes. I'd watch.
I love that idea.
If I get honey from my honeybees, we could do something with that too.
The bee's knees.
If
I
that's
mean,
a big if.
when you get honey, when you get
Oh yeah.
a super prolific, amazing
Yeah.
hive.
Hmm.
I know it. I know it's happening.
Yeah. They'll be happy girls. They'll make some good honey.
Mm-hmm.
Uh-oh. My cat's on my desk again.
Yes.
That
Oh,
sounds
there he
like
is.
an adorable problem to have.
Eris? I know. Eris, get your body off my desk.
Never, mother.
I just want to see what you're doing.
I've been getting so jealous, everyone talking about like gardening and stuff, and my garden bed is still sitting under 2 feet of snow.
I was gonna say, what zone are you in? Like 4B? If that.
Oh, I hear you. We just got rid of our snow like this past week, and then over the weekend it snowed again. I was like, oh, I'm done
So
with
it's
winter.
sunny
We are very
today,
spoiled.
and it's supposed to snow the whole rest of the week. So I made sure, and I went and took Kate on a walk because it's super sunny and beautiful right now, but it's gonna be cloudy and snowing the rest of the week. I'm so over it.
Oh my gosh, how cold?
Oh, I hear you.
Gonna
It's
get
like
a little-
30. It's like a low of 27, then we get like a high of 39 currently. So it's just we're constantly thaw, freeze, thaw, freeze.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah,
Welcome to Alaska.
I'm done. Yeah, it'll be gone by June, maybe. Sometimes there's a couple of snow piles still.
Oh my gosh, June.
Yeah.
Okay, so when June comes around, what are you gonna plant?
Last year we planted lettuce and then we did a bunch of carrots and the strawberries took over.
Really?
Oh.
I've never had luck
Oh
with
yeah, we had to
strawberries.
fight them
Right.
off. Yeah, the
You-
carrots turned out really good.
There's nothing better than like fresh strawberries.
Mhm.
Hmm.
We've never been successful in growing those ever. We've tried a few times and we just can't get them to really stick. Maybe it's me. Maybe I'm just not a strawberry
Strawberries
grower.
can be a little temperamental. They can be a little temperamental. You've got to have. I mean, okay, my biggest secret to having amazing vegetables every year is Costco potting soil.
Nuh-uh.
There's
Really?
something about it that is, and it's also really reasonably priced. There's something about it that just the plants go insane. And I did an experiment last year where one of my veggie beds was Costco soil and the other one was not. It was at least double
Wow.
the yield.
Are you
It was at
serious?
least double. It was incredible. Incredible. And so this year, Costco all the way for all of them.
Whoa.
Well, you can't go wrong with Costco.
PRD, going to Costco.
We don't have a
Costco
Costco.
potting soil. It was incredible.
That's
You don't have a Costco?
No, we got a Sam's Club.
Oh.
Oh,
It's like
Sounds
discount
sweet.
Costco.
you have Trader Joe's at least.
No,
oh no.
we got Aldi's. Yeah, we're
You're
in a
gonna have
wool.
to move.
We just got an IKEA.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you're just gonna have to
sorry.
move.
Well, working on that.
Throw the whole thing away.
Yeah.
Move.
Yeah,
No
they
one's
tried
ever
to
heard
get
of
one.
Oh, go ahead. Go
No,
ahead.
no. Oh, you
I
Justin.
was saying I don't know if anyone's ever heard of like the BJ's wholesale.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, we just got one of those like 10 minutes from the house, and I've been an avid Costco person, but for me the closest one's like 45, like to an hour away, which is not that bad, but Costco's a whole production. You gotta go, it's busy,
Mhm.
you know.
And you can't
So-
go inside and not spend $500.
Right. So we got a BJ's. We're like, we'll check it out. Let's go see. And like, we got in there, and I was like, it's a Saturday. It's not super crazy. It's not super busy. It's 5 minutes from my house. I'm like, let's get a membership. Let's do it. Forget Costco.
I'm very spoiled with my Costco. I have one. I could literally take a little red wagon and walk to Costco. It's so close.
Oh, that's
It's
nice.
incredibly close. And so not spending $500 is actually super easy because it's so close. It's like, oh, we'll get it next time. We don't need it. We'll get it next time. No big deal.
If it doesn't fit in the wagon, it's not coming home.
That's right.
That's a
But the
great
thing with
way.
Costco, I don't know if it's the same way in the States, but as soon as people get into Costco, people lose all sense of decorum
Oh, yes.
and
Spatial
how to
awareness.
drive.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Like drive the carts.
Yeah. They
Really?
just stop in the
cars.
middle of
Yeah,
the
parking lots of them.
and cars, yeah.
Really?
I feel like that in IKEA all the time. I'm like, when everyone's going the same direction in the showroom, I'm like, this is a great place. And then you get to the warehouse floor and it's anarchy. It's just pure anarchy. And I'm like, okay, now I'm feeling stressed, everybody. We got to get out of here quick.
So I go to Costco every Wednesday, right when they open up at 9 a.m. There's like barely anyone there. All the cashiers and they're all happy and waving at each other because, they just got there. And it's such a different vibe. And I'm like, oh, it's so nice.
They're soul
They
having the
haven't
best
gone
day
through
off.
hell yet.
Yeah.
Yeah. They're all chipper and greeting each other. And I'm like, oh, this is really nice.
Give it 2 hours.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
And then the doors open. No, I don't think I've ever set foot in a Costco.
Oh, it's
I'm gonna have
The
to.
rotisserie chicken.
Oh,
Ugh.
they get you with
Oh,
the
yeah.
damn that and the hot dog.
Wow.
Oh, a hot dog. So
You almost got Dr. Williams to curse. He's very adamant about that chicken, apparently.
It is
It's
so good.
good.
And it's
Put it in the
And if
bag.
you
$5 for
don't
a
take it
whole damn
home
chicken.
Right.
and eat some of it over the sink like a caveman, you're not doing it right.
Yes. Every time
Oh,
I go
all
to
right.
Costco, and I always go by myself because Kyle and I work kind of different schedules, and it's nice because I get to go to Costco by myself and I get a rotisserie chicken and I get in my car and I put it in my lap and I eat 2 of the chicken legs in my car like a
you go.
monster. And they're super hot too. So if anyone's like can see me in my car, I'm just like it's
And you're
I
doing the
have
whole
no shame. Oh yeah. Yeah. And
Mhm.
it's awesome. I don't regret it. And it's what I do
No,
every
that's
single
what I
time I
like to
go.
call a rat meal, but rat meals are very satisfying. Because you're,
Mhm.
you're eating it over your lap like a rat. I do the same thing. I make a piece of bread with peanut butter and I fold it in half. I call it a peanut butter taco,
Mhm.
and I eat it over the sink like a rat. Rat meals. It's the
I
best. Talk
I haven't had like a
about
rat
a
meal
mental
like
health
that.
boost.
I've had moments I'm like diabetic, so every now and then I'll have like a low blood sugar, and I'm like whatever I can get in my body to not feel awful. And the amount of times I've
Yep.
just been like shoveling ice cream over the sink, and like middle of the night, 4 a.m., and my dog's the only one witnessing me and judging me. It's just like okay, something about this is oddly nice though.
The dog's only judging you because he wants some too.
Yeah, it's just
I
waiting
know.
for you to
Like,
Right.
drop
what are you
something.
doing?
That's
Yeah.
And when can I get some?
Right.
And the thing with Costco, the hot dog having stayed at $1 for all of these years is amazing.
One of my
It's
favorite
impressive.
gifts for people who love Costco is a t-shirt that's on Etsy, and it's a picture of the menu and it says I got that dog in me.
Mhm.
Oh my
And it's a
God.
Costco hot
Did
dog.
you hear that
I
they
got that dog.
did that?
What?
So Costco, there was one Costco in Washington D.C. like last month put out
Mm-hmm.
a $87 bottle of bourbon that had that as the label. Literally like deep
Yeah.
fried
Oh my God.
meme. I got that
Wait,
dog in
somebody
me.
sent that to me. That's so funny.
And I'm like, what? Why don't they sell those
That's
here? I want one.
that's hysterical.
That's funny.
I just picture like the marketing meeting, some like young kids, like the people are gonna love this, and everyone's like, no, you get one store, and we'll see how it goes. And then obviously, like everyone's crazy, but truly a
It's so
visionary.
true. A visionary indeed.
Okay, real quick.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry. No, go ahead.
No. I was just gonna say I didn't use my floral tape. I'm all done.
Oh,
Real quick. Go ahead.
nice. Real quick. We're almost done because it's 7 o'clock on the dot, or here, anyways. I finished my last little ghost, and so we're gonna do one last raffle. This one is exclamation point hearts in chat, and you may be one of 5 people selected to win one of our awesome 5 emblems. So go ahead and exclamation point hearts in chat. It'll be open for about a minute, and then raffle will choose 5 folks, and Not Mashed is going to DM you. So keep your DMs open. And now you can look at my little heart ghost. Sarah, you inspired me to put hearts on.
Oh, how
Oh,
cute.
that's super
So
cute.
yeah, just little guys. So okay. Um, Okay, Casey, you're done. Can we see your bouquet?
It was like a buzzer beater. I actually finished right on the nose, 7 o'clock. I put them in a little vase.
Oh my gosh.
It's
that's so
truly
cute.
mixed medium. I added little details to the leaves too.
Those are
Oh,
amazing.
Thank you. Here are my little sunflower shells.
they look so
Dedicated to
good.
Rachel. Thank you.
Oh, what an amazing
little
idea. I
thing.
can't believe you just thought of that.
You know, it was right before the stream.
That
Glad
makes
I
it
thought
even
of
more
something.
impressive because you like had the vision and then you're like, here, this is what I can do. And you made the leaves and you had all the supplies and look at what you made. It's so
Thank
cool.
you. This was a fun one. This was a really fun one.
I love it.
I can kind of arrange them too because they're all wire.
Mm.
They're going to take forever to dry because I decided to do oil paint.
Oh wow.
Paint with what you know, I guess, but they're going to take a long time to dry.
We'll see in like 3 weeks when they might be dry.
Right? I didn't use any medium, which I normally use a great deal of like Yamsol or linseed oil or something. And so the paint is like sheath thick. It is definitely like it's on there. So
It ain't
we'll
going
see how long
nowhere.
it takes.
I just finished mine. I got 6 different ones that I did here. And
Those look
each
really nice, Joe.
Thank you. Each of them represent something with like something simple for like a mental health theme. This one is it's a little blue one with a couple tones, but it's got waves. It's for like a calm mind. So I was thinking like water, nice sky blue. Uh, this one was I talked about earlier is for balance, the balance of colors and with our minds and well-being. So I really liked how that one turned out. This one was,
Very
for
pretty.
not being alone, and it's I'm gonna say katsu burger just because I have katsu burger on my brain, but the cups based on the fragmented cups, with the crack that's mended. This was the night sky one. It's got the little moon on it with little stars. This is for rest, and then I had one for I did just some leaves like branches on it for like to show growth, and I made like a neon center for like the core of it to really make it pop out. So real simple.
Ooh.
And this one I tried to do like a lava because one of the things that we talk about a lot is building resilience and having resilience, and I was thinking like bubbling up. People let things fester and eventually they'll erupt like a volcano and everything. And building resilience and not letting things like that bother you and working through situations and stuff. So I did this one kind of like volcanic with like building up that resilience to things. And those were my 6 ghosts.
Wow. You did all of those today?
Just now.
Wow.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's amazing.
Thank you. And
they
then
are also meaningful and wonderful.
I'm going to put them on this little base thing here that has little platforms, and I'm going to put all the different
Ooh,
ghosts around it and take a picture and send it to you. So I made this earlier.
great idea.
Yeah. Yeah. Dr. Williams, let's see your ghosts.
Last time,
Oh,
Sure.
go ahead.
Well, I don't have as many as you. I'm still working on some of them. So this is my like Super Saiyan Goku ghost. Well, it's coming up across.
Very
so
cool.
cool. I love the colors.
And just have one like a purple and blue.
Very cool.
Mhm.
And I again took that inspiration with you from the Kintsugi. So I was doing like a black with some gold.
Oh, cool.
That's cool. I like that one.
And I was just working on a white ghost here, so I'm still kind of working on putting in some layers on this one.
Very cool.
Nice.
Nice work.
Your first time painting
you.
minis?
It is.
That's amazing. It's actually
Well,
very
thank you.
impressive.
Sarah, how did your ghost turn out?
Well, the first one I just did the generalist shell. I wanted to repeat the one that I made before, see if I could do it again. I really like the brushes that you sent to
Yeah,
me because they're really fine point and it really helps me get in there with the details.
I thought you needed
And
some
then,
good
so I only
brushes.
completed 4 of them, and I just like went all in with the Bungie Foundation theme, and I have like this one with the little heart on the
Ah,
top corner there, and then I have a blue one
That's
like it
awesome.
too, and a purple one too.
I love it. And I like the
Cool.
I
fact
love
you're
that you kept the
using,
design
yeah,
Yeah.
throughout.
I love the fact that you're using a pop bubble pad for your painting palette because those are so useful as a paint palette because at the
This is the
end
one
with
that
the
you sent me.
I know, but I'm so proud you're using it. We put those in
Well, at
all
first I
of
thought you
the
sent it as
kits.
like a gift for the kids or something, and I was
Oh
like, "Oh,
no.
thanks." And then you were like, "Oh, you use it for your paint." I was like, "Oh." I was like, "That's so
Yeah, yeah.
cool."
The cups are big, so it helps you be moderate. You're not putting a big like glob down, but you can use it
Yeah.
to mix in the different bubbles, so you can do different gradients and mix and blend and stuff. And when you're done, you let it dry, and it's a double satisfaction because then you can just pop out the paint and
Yep.
then
Oh,
give it a rinse, and then you can
Easy
let your kids
cleaning.
play with it too. No, very cool,
Yep.
very cool. Casey, that is absolutely incredible. Um,
Oh,
that is
thank
awesome.
you.
I mean, there's
Inspired by friendship.
yeah. Justin, how did your
Oh,
ghost come
gotta
out?
follow, gotta follow Casey. Oh my goodness.
Oh
Pretty good.
Yeah.
Pretty good. I don't know. I just kind of like today, just like I'd gotten different paints that I was gonna try. We've got a mini night coming up with our friends, so I was like, I want to try some of these out. So I kind of played around, but I have 2 that I feel like came out kind of how I was liking them. And so one, I don't know if this is did some like purple with like some gold brushing.
ooh.
I just
Ooh,
like that
Hmm?
mix a lot.
Mhm.
I
Um,
remember
Ooh.
for the mindful painting night, you did kind of the same colorway last time, and it was so pretty. I
oh
love
yeah,
those
my
colors.
actually I can show off the ghost I did last time. We did the large one.
yeah.
It was
Um,
Oh,
really
that's a
yeah,
Van
cool.
Gogh
So
Oh,
pretty.
Starry
yes,
Night.
I'm a
Yeah,
very big Van
so
Gogh fan.
cool.
And then the other one, ironically, is also space theme. You guys can sense the theme here, I'm sure. Um,
Love
but
it.
I always love to do something with like stars or like kind of night sky. For me, like even my practice is named after like space stuff because I think there's a lot of symbolism that we can pull from stars, from other like things like that. And one of my, I read this post or this poem from somebody forever ago, and I do not remember exactly how it goes, but they talked about how like the same stars that you're looking at when you go outside and you look at night are the same ones that like generations of people before you have also looked at them, and
Mm.
this really huge connecting line. We look at them for guidance when we're sailing really early on as humans. We're looking at them to tell stories, and we still do. And so um for me, like kind of the night sky always represents a lot of different things that can be really wonderful. So anytime I do some kind of art stuff, it's usually a little bit of a space theme, just cause. And I also like that dark blue and golds as a just a color palette. So the other ones are just kind of played around with the paints, and some of them worked, some of them didn't. But yeah,
Love it. I would love to get,
mhm.
if everybody gets a moment and take a picture of your ghosts, and we'll compile
For
them and
sure.
share them on
Yeah.
socials so people can get a closer look at it. But I love everything everybody did. This is such a wonderful opportunity, and thank you so much for having us and for doing this. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope everybody who tuned in for this special enjoyed it as well. Um, yeah, it's we can't thank you and everyone enough for all the support and having just amazing fun, streams and events like this. This is a wonderful thing, and I'm so glad to see. I'm so impressed with everybody's creativity with this. There was no shortness of creativity amongst, and it's so wonderful having that opportunity with doing things like this that really allow that creative expression to come out, and then just that sense of accomplishment you get when you finish. I mean,
Mhm.
look what everybody accomplished, and they're so wonderful. Thank you so much, Britley.
Oh
Thank you.
my gosh. No, thank you. you sent the kits. I'm just happy to have like been able to participate tonight. It's one of those things like everyone was saying today, it's making this attainable and something that everyone should be able to do. And the Guardians mental health painting kits, like you sent me this, like we're doing this because of you, because of Guardians Mental Health. So thank you. I'm just honored to be here, and I had so much fun painting these little guys. I'm trying to set them all up for a cute little photo shoot right now. But thank you so much. This was such a blast. I feel like you said it. I feel like just relaxed, and PvP would have been fun, but this is much more in theme with Stress Awareness Month. And no,
Absolutely.
I'm honored that you wanted to do this with me, and thanks everyone for joining us, and thank you for everyone who came and watched and hung out with us in chat. Hopefully some people did some painting along with us. Thank you to our mods. Oh my gosh, Kendra holding down the fort. Thank you so much for running the raffles and being here this lovely Tuesday afternoon. Yeah, I appreciate all of you. Everyone here. I don't know, feeling really blessed, So thanks everyone.
Same.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Give everyone a round of applause.
Everyone give yourselves a pat on the back too, because we deserve it.
Very cool. Hopefully you'll come and paint full-size ghosts with us sometime.
I gotta keep practicing. I didn't get to show you. I brought out my Warhammer fantasy stuff too. I didn't get to show you, but I brought.
Oh.
See.
I brought it.
I was painting this. I painted this guy a while ago, and I'm still working on him a little bit, but
Oh.
a lot of detail on him. I'm still working on the sword
That's so
and everything.
cool.
Oh wait, I can't see yours, Joe.
Oh.
Who is it?
This one is Johnston. That I'm still working on his cape.
Lionel?
Yeah, Lionel.
You got a lot. You've got
Yeah, it's the lion.
Oh no.
And then this one was Gillian, and I'm still working on a little bit. Can't really get it to focus.
I'm mad I can't see him right now.
I'll send you pictures of them.
Yeah, send me pictures. Oh my
Yeah.
gosh, that's
That's so cool.
yes, I'm very interested to see. I'm a big Warhammer fan.
Mindful painting nights. Just saying.
We'll do it. I've got my hands full with Warhammer minis too. Okay, we should probably close, or we're gonna keep talking about Warhammer and the Grateful Dead and gardening and tomatoes.
I'm here for it. And bees.
I know, right? Okay, all right. I'm gonna I think sign off, but thank you again everyone for coming out tonight, and thank you for everyone in chat who came to hang out with us, and yeah, until next time.
Thank you so much.